Hope you're having a good start to your day. It's 9:30, 9:35 now. Thank you for the bears, Abby. I appreciate that. Echo today? Echo today. Is anyone else picking up an echo today? Here we go. It's live. Public. Done. Change. I'm good. No. You got an echo on your side, Flipping Nurse. You probably just need to go out of the live and come back in and you'll be all good. Thank you, everybody, for confirming no echo. Thanks for everyone for saying hi. Casey's in the house. Abby's in the house. Biggie Sales. Eric is in the house. What's up, Nick Smith? 108 in Casa Grande. 5 orders going out. Nice. Save it. I'm good. It's going to be for next time. Amy's in the house. Good morning. Off the day gig today. Going to catch up and hang. Nice. Take a little mental health day, as they call it. Something I never experienced working in the restaurant business for many, many years is a mental health day. They'd be like, you're going to take a what day? What are you even talking about? Good morning, Suzanne, Side Flip, Jen's in the house. Brianne's here. Good morning, Brianne. Brianne, you were first. Thank you. Lion Creek, I appreciate the heart, me brother. Great show last night. If you weren't at Lion Creek's boutique show last night, you missed out on some fun stuff. That was interesting. I want to hear your impressions, Lion Creek. Give us some words to describe your live experience on Whatnot last night. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. We hadn't talked about that yet. Give us your raw thoughts. Central Leslie reseller is in the house. Amy Fontana is in the house. Kendall is here. Fixed it. All right. Nice flipping, Kim. I don't want you to have to hear my voice twice constantly with the echo. Lion Creek, tell us about the show. I've been a line cook for 10 years, quit to resell. Chris, you're 100% correct. Remember, no relaxing days. Imagine Cassie like calling into your line cook. So calling into the executive chef or whatever, right? The chef and saying like, hey chef, I'm not really feeling it today. I feel like I just need to take some time for myself and the family and just kind of relax a little bit. So I'm not going to be in today, but I'll catch you tomorrow, Friday, same time. See you then. Good luck today. Morning, Kit Kat. Amazing and joyful is how Lion Creek describes it. Some cool stuff happened last night. I'll let you maybe drop, let you share some of that news if you want to in today's live later on, or if you want to drop some previews of it down below Lion Creek. But a pretty amazing show last night. Really cool. Flippin' Nurse loved it. Got a couple of koozies. That's nice. You tell me to find a cover. He'll tell me to find a cover or yeah, exactly. That's what your chef would say. You're going to find someone to cover you, or I'm going to see you at 4:00, sister. Good luck finding coverage. Yeah. Anyone who's got a freaking day off in the restaurant business, right? They're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'll give up my day off because this is the one day off I have all week. And I'll take that. Yeah. So you can just chill and have a mental health day. Sure. We'll do that. That sounds great. Yeah. Said no line cook ever. And I don't blame them. I shouldn't say that. I had some great people that I worked with and worked for me over the years. How do I turn the chat on this? They changed up the restream here. Mom is in the house. Hey, Mom. Joey Medina over there on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out on YouTube. Whether you're on YouTube hanging out, Facebook, or TikTok, I appreciate it. Last night, Lion Creek show was awesome. And by the way, if you're not following Lion Creek here on TikTok, you should be doing it. Lion Creek's also over on YouTube. I think he's on Facebook too. Let me know. But he's on Whatnot as well. You might want to just open up your Whatnot machine, open up the app, and search for Lion Creek. And it's Lion Creek Boutique. He'll pop up. Bookmark his next shows. Man, he had so much great stuff last night. It was awesome. I wanted to buy like 100 things last night in your show, but I kept getting outbid by other people. Really great inventory. That was awesome. Can't wait for next week's show, man. Every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Lion Creek is over on Whatnot. He's also live on TikTok every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, showing you the behind the scenes stuff. Biggie burnt his head at the lake yesterday. Uh-oh. Should have worn your sunscreen. I told you to wear your hat and your sunscreen. Little Eric. The snipers were out last night. It was tough. He had a lot of good inventory. It didn't help that I was late, by the way, too. Only because I forgot, because I didn't bookmark Lion Creek show like I'm encouraging y'all to do. So I didn't get the notification. I popped in like 25 minutes late and missed some good stuff too. So that's a whole nother thing. Bookmark shows, y'all. Don't be like Chris. What's up, Vanessa? All right, so my favorite question to ask on Thursday. I can't believe it's already Thursday. I feel like I just asked this question 2 days ago. It's been a wild week. So my favorite question to ask is, hey, listen, you had a bunch of stuff on this to-do list. You probably had a to-do list that looked a little bit like this. I made this last night, by the way. That's my to-do list. Nothing is checked off. You probably had this big, giant to-do list, this big plan of action for this week, and now it's Thursday, and you're like, well, I'm not going to be able to get done all this stuff for the rest of the week. So what's the one thing that you're going to do before the end of the week that's going to make you say, you know what, this was a good week? What's the one thing? This is an opportunity to really prioritize. Prioritize used to mean one thing. It wasn't used in the plural until something like, it was like the 1950s or something when you started seeing that word used more frequently in the plural. It was always meant to be the most important thing. What is your priority? The idea of priorities is a very modern use of the word, having more than one. So what's that most important thing? Let me know down below in the chat. What's that most important thing that you're going to get done before the end of the week? It's Thursday. You don't get time to get the whole list done. You just got to focus on one really, really important thing. I'm excited for my puffy paint hats from his whatnot. Yeah, there you go. That was really cool by the way, actually, that puffy paint hat. I was kind of working in the background, ready to snipe on that one, if I'm being honest with you. Finishing organizing the storage unit, about 80% done. That's awesome. You know how I feel about when you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling like there's too much to do, stop what you do and get organized and then get back into the game. You'll be so much more efficient. I like that a lot, Kid Cat. Flippin' Nurse says, get 40 more listed. I like that. Totally doable before the end of the week. I believe in you. Make a new list. Oh my gosh, I can't count. Spend 20 minutes heckling Chris. That's an awesome goal, Jason Hayes, and totally attainable for most people, but I think you're probably just going to bounce out. I don't think you make it 20 minutes. I feel like you'll be here for 17 minutes and then you'll bounce out. So you won't get the full 20 minutes heckling. So I believe in everybody else, but I don't believe in Jason Hayes. I don't think you're going to get that thing done. I think you're only going to do 17 minutes of heckling. Get that part in my truck. Yes. I'm not coming and visiting you, Eric, until you get get that new part in your truck. I don't need a 95-degree heat in Greenville riding around in your freaking truck. 95 degrees, 100% humidity in Eric's truck thrifting. Listing consistently, which I'm doing. Abby, that's not a goal. What's the goal? How many items are you going to get listed? It's got to be specific and measurable. Haha, nailed it. Yep, Jason Hayes, he'll be here for 16 more minutes. Oh, that was brutal, wasn't it? It was fine. I'm just totally kidding with you. I don't want to repeat it if possible, though. I'm not built for the heat, brother. Kept up on the business just fine this week, but I really should clean the house. Missy's going to clean the house. List more. Amy, what does list more mean? And source more. That's two things. We said one priority. You already listed two, and they weren't specific at all. Get that part of my seed. Big E's got a really good, really specific goal. Yes, needed for procrastination. Going out of town to thrift all day. Sick, Tori. Finishing up logging my listed inventory. Almost done. That's nice. Get it done. You'll feel better. 15 minutes longer than Wayne. Probably because Wayne doesn't get off live for more than 15 minutes at a time. He's just between lives. He has to get a snack and go to the bathroom and get back on his live. His sleeping live was really good last night. He seemed like he got a good night's sleep. He wasn't snoring too much. It was a good live. The Wayne sleeping live, the K-Way sleep live. Happy Thursday, everybody, and sharing positive energy. I hope you get that one thing, that one priority. I got a circle on this list, what I'm going to get done. You know what I'm going to get done? And I'm not even, this is the best thing. I could either write this on my list or I could get it done in the same amount of time it would take me to write it on the list. I often do that. I'll write stuff down instead of just freaking doing it. So I have in front of me, I want to order more of these sound panels that you see all around. You can see them back here on YouTube, right there. YouTube and Facebook, you can see them. You can see some more up there. And you can see them here on TikTok now too, some of these sound panels. I want to put some more sound panels up for now that I'm doing the Whatnot show on the other side of the room. I feel like there's a little bit of reverb, like echo over there. So I'm going to buy some more sound panels. So just going to buy the same ones I bought last time, 24 more. It's going to be $120 for 24 more sound panels. And this room will be really damp after that. This will sound really good. So let's go ahead and just add these to the cart. It says free delivery Wednesday, July 19th, if I order within 14 hours. So we're just going to add these to the cart and get it done. Get out the business credit card. It's a business expense. Let's get this going. That one. Place your order. With tax, it's going to be $128.10. We're going to go ahead into Jason Hayes' fabulous reseller spreadsheet. I'm going to log that at business expense. I'm not always this good at this either, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to model good behavior. 128.10. I'm putting this into the expense tab. It's an office supply. And what is this called? It's called just so I use the exact words on here so I can compare it. Oh, where'd my orders go? Oralex. Sound panels. Amazon. What's the vendor on Amazon? Does it tell me that? It doesn't tell me that. All right, good enough. And the date is the 13th of July. Cool. Log that expense. Got those ordered. Got something off my list. So now I can do another thing because I got that priority done. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add it to my list and cross it off. So I feel good about it. Anyone else do that? Order sound panels. I'm going to check it off. I'm going to cross it off. Let's go. Cool. What kind of card do I use? I use a Navy Federal card for my business. K-Way had a sleep live. I think he's live 24/7. He just takes a few breaks to do things like go to the restroom and have a snack. A cold mountain boy. At least in Greenville, you can look up at the cool mountains. You can look up at me up here, cool in the mountains. I think I told you, Eric, the last time I left you, I drove up 25 to 26. And as I went up 25, I lost 6 degrees in about 4 minutes worth of driving, just heading up the mountains from Greenville. Just heading up the hill. What's up, Amanda? Thank you for all those gifts. That was really cool. Who's giving all those gifts? Jason with all the bears. Thank you, brother. That means he's leaving right now. DD, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for the heart. Me appreciate you. Brant is in the house. Good morning. How are you? Good to have you over on the YouTubes. What kind of card do I use? I missed a couple comments here. Listing vintage lawn chairs and 3 pairs of car mats today. Nice. That's a good goal. It's not a lot, but it's what I'm capable of. I missed something. I have to get through yesterday's huge bin haul. Nice. I want to hear about yesterday's huge bin haul. Let us know. Listing consistently. I think I missed something from Abby. Good morning, Salvi. Here to stay, brother. Now it's a challenge accepted by Jason Hayes. He's going to stay for the 20 minutes and heckle. Appreciate all those bears. All right, we got one thing done. Let's talk about some stuff. So, Amy, can I talk about your thing? Amy, are you still here? So as you know, I did my first Whatnot show on Tuesday night. That was a lot of fun. I spent yesterday shipping out all that stuff and relaxing a little bit. Okay, Amy's here. So Amy's doing her first Whatnot show. She's going to tell you what the date is. I think I know what the date is and what the time is, but I don't want to get it wrong. So Amy's going to let us know the date down below, what her first Whatnot is. And we're going to go all bookmark the show. I'm actually going to do it too. Amy, first of all, what's your on Whatnot? Can we go? We didn't talk about this. So can I click on your link, Amy? And can I go to your, do you have like some in your link tree, a link right to your Whatnot first show? Okay, it's Monday the 24th at 3 p.m. So Amy, how do we find that show? Is there a link right in your profile on TikTok? And let us know are you on other platforms too? Because we have an audience that's on YouTube and Facebook also that might be interested in your Whatnot show. So how do people find you? Where's the link? I will add it to my TikTok. My handle is Thrifty Amy. Okay. Woohoo. So we're going to do this, and then I'm going to have some suggestions for you. So Thrifty Amy. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your Whatnot app, and you're going to search for Thrifty Amy. She just put it in the chat. I'm going to put it in the chat over here on YouTube because she spells it. It's crazy. Amy's crazy and her parents were crazy too. So they spelled her name Ayme. Amy with a Y like that. So I'm going to put it over here in Thrifty Amy. Thrifty Amy. I can say that because that's straight from Amy's mouth. She said my parents were crazy, but she says she's crazier than her parents. So that's how she spells her name. I just dropped it over in the chat. I think it went over to Facebook and YouTube. I'm not sure. I think it went over to YouTube. I don't know if my chat went over to Facebook. So go into Whatnot, search for that name, and I'm going to do it too. I think I have to go on here to put it into Facebook because it's annoying like that. For that name. Oh my gosh. Do it too. Okay. Thrifty Amy. So you're going to go into Whatnot and you're going to search for Thrifty Amy, Crazy Amy. There it is, Thrifty Amy. And bookmark that first show. Got it bookmarked, nice. So those of you who are, so lessons from a person who's one Whatnot show in, right? Let's be clear, I'm not an expert in this. I did one show, which means I know a little bit more than some of you might know about Whatnot. First, let's do a show of hands to, are you thinking about maybe doing Whatnot at some point? Drop an emoji down below it. You choose the emoji, just drop an emoji. Are you thinking about doing Whatnot at some point? It doesn't have to be next week. It doesn't have to be next month. But are you thinking about Whatnot? Are you paying attention? Good morning, Fireball Flippers. Are you thinking about this? Good morning, Thrifty Duckies. Just want to get an idea. Flipping Nurses approved. That's nice. Kit Kat's thinking about it. Cass, I said put any emoji and you put a thumbs down emoji. So does that mean that you're interested or does that mean you're not interested? Tammy's thinking about it with a weird funny face. I don't want to sell live on camera, not my thing. That's fine. It doesn't have to be for everybody. I'm approved. It's a platform, not the platform, right? It's a. I'm doing a Whatnot tomorrow. Fireball Flippers, only my second show. Last one was February last year. Okay. Fireball Flippers, we're going to drive some people to bookmark your show too. We're focusing on Thrifty Amy. Let's get that thought totally filled out. And let's drive people over to your show too. Let's do it. Second show ever is tomorrow. Give us some more information, Fireball Flippers. How do we find you? Do you have a link in your profile? What's your name over there on Whatnot? And what time is the show? Eastern time or whatever time that you use. But make sure you put in EST or Mountain time or Central time, right? So we got an international audience here. So Shy says no. Jason's got a thumbs up there. Tammy's thinking about it. Christina's thinking about it. Flipping Nurses approved. Kit Kat's thinking about it. Big E Sales he's thinking about it. I don't know what that emoji is, but he's thinking. Want to, but too shy. Okay. Again, it's a platform. It's not to the platform. So I don't feel like this isn't like, hey, you should do this. It's more like, are you thinking about it? It's something that you might consider. Okay. So a couple of thoughts. So from my first show, here's what I think, a couple things that I think that everybody should do if they're thinking about doing it. Number one, and I'm going to pick on Amy a little bit, but Amy reached out to me and wanted help. Like, she wanted to drive people to her show. She wants her first show to be awesome. So she opened up the conversation for feedback, critical advice, and all that stuff. So number one, make your Whatnot name the same as whatever your name is on social media. And it should be the same on all your social media. So if you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on TikTok, those should all be the same freaking name. And then, like the same exact name, the same exact spelling. And if it's not available, go find one that's available on all the platforms, right? Then when you start your Whatnot, it should be the same dang name too. So it makes it really easy to follow. So in that scenario, and I'm not picking on you, Amy, that she says, I'm going to go change it, right? So we know you here on TikTok is Amy Fontana, Amy Ayme, right? It's so much easier if you say, hey, I'm doing a Whatnot show, same name on Whatnot, right? So people aren't like fumbling around trying to fit, you're not like, all right, well, here's how you find me. Here's my name. It's your name, right? So people can go search for it. So make it really easy to find people. Number two, I asked you if you had a link in your profile to your Whatnot. You told me this morning, like, this is so important to me, my first Whatnot. I really want it to be a good show. I'm really excited about it, right? So your website, which is your link tree, should reflect what's really important in your life. So right at the very top, the very first thing should be your Whatnot link. For me, my very top link in my link tree, you can go check it out, is coffee and merch. Those are new things that I launched. I'm really excited about the coffee business. I drink it every morning. By the way, if you want to try some ridiculously awesome fair trade, organic, medium roast coffee right here from Asheville. I'm getting a new shipment later on today of fresh coffee. Every Thursday it gets dropped. They're roasting it right now probably, and they're going to deliver it here in a few hours. So I can ship you orders out later on this afternoon of fresh coffee. It'll be awesome. Link up in the profile. It's the top link. It's the most important thing. It's the thing I talk about all the time. I get coffee on the screen. I'll get a refill here in a couple of minutes. So that's my top link. Guess what my second link is? I'll give you one guess what my second link is on my website. You can go check it out if you're not sure. I'll give you one guess. We're waiting for Fireball Flippers to follow up on her second Whatnot show. We don't know where to find her. We don't know what time the show is. I don't know what your screen name is on Whatnot. And I don't know if you have a link, Fireball. Help us out here. I'm trying to help you. So that's the first thing. Have the same name everywhere, especially, if you can't get the same name on all the platforms, your biggest social media platform that you spend the most time on should match your Whatnot name. Darn it. Make it the same darn thing. Make it easy to find and put the link in your profile and put it right at the top. If your Whatnot's really important to you, then put it right at the top. Put it above your eBay, above your Poshmark link, all that stuff, right at the freaking top. Then, so Amy asked me, she's like, can you get me some more followers? I said, well, first you need to help yourself before I can help you. So I use the metaphor because I used to do marketing back when it was flyers were the big thing. When I ran restaurants, right? You had to create a flyer and then you had to get the flyers out. So to me, the flyer is the who, what, where, why, right? Of like this show. But the flyer for social media right now isn't necessarily a flyer. The media for that is video. So I said, Amy, you got to put 3 videos out there that talk about that first show. That's your flyer. And then you can come to me and I can drive people to that show. But if I don't know the who, what, where, why, when, how am I going to hand out a flyer? It's essentially, Amy, this morning, and I'm picking on you a little bit, but you handed me a blank flyer. You said, I'm doing a Whatnot show. Can you help me sell that Whatnot show or get more followers to it, right? So you handed me a blank flat flyer that said Whatnot. So to me, go make those 3 videos. And here's the 3 videos that I suggested that Amy makes. And this is based on, one show, one experience on Whatnot. The first video is what I would do this. And you should be taking notes if you're thinking about doing Whatnot, I think. So the first video is going to target the Whatnot Curious. It's the very people in the chat right now that gave the thumbs up and all that stuff. The Whatnot Curious. So you're going to say, I'm giving away this item totally for free on my first Whatnot show. You're going to show that item vividly on the screen right away at the beginning. And then you're going to share, this is why I'm doing Whatnot. This is why it's important to me and my business. And this is how I went about doing it. I signed up. I used a link from somebody else that, like whatever, you can use Line Creeks or whatever. And I had to go through this orientation. It was easy. It took me 30 minutes and I scheduled my first show and it just took a couple of minutes. So go ahead and bookmark my first show. That's the call to action at the end. I have a link down below in my profile, which Amy now has that link in her profile. So that's your first video, right? Giveaway, lead with the most important thing, and then talk about the why and the how. Here's why I'm doing the show. And here's how I got the first one scheduled. It was pretty easy, right? And that's an interesting story for people to know. And I think Thrifty Amy, just based on what I see on your social media profile, it sounds like you do this business to raise money for Disney vacations. Is that correct? It's a side hustle to raise money for Disney vacations. So that's part of your why. Hey, I sell online to raise money for Disney vacations. This is what I do. I do it part-time and I'm going to do Whatnot because I want to increase my sales and have a bigger audience. And I think live selling is a lot of fun. And here's how I got started. It just took me a couple of minutes. That's your first video. It's going to appeal to the Whatnot Curious. Your second video is going to say, my first Whatnot show, I'm going to have these 3 headline items. And you're going to show those items. I'm just going to find 3 random things. I'm going to be running starting at $1. This Thrifting is My Cardio t-shirt. This Polo Ralph Lauren right here with the color blocking, size large. And this bag of coffee right here. It's an espresso grind. It's a medium roast, fair trade and organic. That first show is going to be on July 24th at 7 p.m. And here's the 22 other items that I have. And you're going to quickly show 22 other items. It's going to take like 3 seconds. You're just going to like rip those items up there really quickly. That's it. And then you're going to say link in profile, bookmark that first show right now. Done. That's your second video. You're going to, and the purpose of that video is you're going to appeal to the very buyers that are interested in your stuff because you're going to show it. Because you want to pack your show, but you want to pack your show with people that like your stuff, that are going to spend money on it and bid on it. So I'm going to show these items because I know Big E likes the Thrifting is My Cardio shirt. This one has a stain on it. I'm not sure why. And I know he likes this polo shirt. I want him to go bookmark the show. So I'm going to show the exact items that I have, and I'm going to focus on the best 3, and then I'm going to glaze over the other 22 or 25, whatever it is, really, really quickly. And I'm going to encourage people to go bookmark the show, because this is going to sell the show. This shirt's going to sell the show, and those things over there are going to sell the show, right? It's the items. So that's your second video, appeal to your buyers. Number 3, what did I write down here? This is going to appeal to people who aren't necessarily resellers, aren't necessarily buyers. This is going to appeal to your mom. This is going to appeal to your friend Cindy from work, your coworker, and this is going to appeal to Aunt Martha. And you're going to make a video that says, I'm giving away this item, this Lion Creek Boutique koozie, on my first show. I'd like you to be there. By the way, shopping on Whatnot is super easy. All you have to do is click the link below. You'll download the app, and you're going to get $10, a $10 credit that you can use for your very first purchase on Whatnot. Whatnot's super and easy as a shopper. And there you go. 3 videos. The first one's going to appeal to the Whatnot curious. The second one's going to appeal to your very buyers. You're really focusing on the items that you're going to have in the show. And the third one's going to focus on mom, your coworker Cindy that does nothing about eBay, Poshmark, Whatnot, or wherever. It's going to appeal to Aunt Martha too, because you're going to tell them it's so easy to buy on there, and all you have to do is click this link. You're going to get $10 for free. That's it. You're going to create those 3 videos. Then, Amy, now that you have your flyer built, your online flyer, those 3 videos, you're going to come on to lives like this with people who, and this is an important next step, with people who are already on Whatnot and understand how to talk about Whatnot in an appealing way, people who know how to promote things. So you know who those people are. It's Lion Creek Boutique, it's Kat, it's K-Way, and there's probably tons of other people. Think about the people that you like, that you follow, that are on Whatnot, who get this whole thing and know how to promote their own shows. And then you tell them, hey, I'm doing my first Whatnot show. And guess what? You're going to have the language that people care about because you just did the 3 videos. You created the flyer. You're going to say, I'm giving away this. Here are my top 3 items. Here's the day of the show. And here's how you can find me and bookmark the thing, right? So you're going to go in there, and people are going to be able to do this. So I can sell your show. If you don't have a flyer to hand to me, I can't hand out the flyer. Or if the flyer is blank, it's just not a very effective thing. So Amy, I need to know, what are your top 3 items? What's your big marquee giveaway? What are those things? And when you have those things and you have those videos, and I've watched those videos, I can be excited about your show. And then when I'm excited about your show and I know what's in it, I can be a better hype person for you. So don't find the hype person first. Go make your flyers, then go find the hype people and get your stuff in there. By the way, if you haven't done it yet, can somebody put the name? See, I already forgot. I'm looking at your name right now. It's Amy Fontana, but I think it's Thrifty Amy is the name over there on Whatnot. I have so many gems. I'll have to look through it and pick my faves. Amy, right now, pick one. You have to give us something. You can't say I have a lot of great stuff. What does great stuff even mean? Does great stuff mean you have sunglasses like this? Is that what it means? Yes, Thrifty Amy. So go right now, everybody. Amy just let us pick on her a little bit too. Go and bookmark Thrifty Amy on Whatnot. I haven't even done it yet. I got an order. What do we got here? We got a Thrifting is My Cardio t-shirt order. Thank you so much, Shanda. Let's get this thing shipped out. Shanda, Thrifting is My Cardio. As always, we stop what we're doing whenever you order a coffee or a t-shirt here on the live, and we get it shipped out for you. Thank you so much. And let me know, I think this might be my last size large, Shonda. Where are you watching, Shonda? Are you on Facebook? Are you on TikTok? Are you on YouTube? Shonda, there she is. She's on TikTok. You're from year 2027, here to meet buried. Oh yeah, you were there for that. What? That was like the weirdest. That was funny. That was a shtick. I hope that was that person's first time doing that. I feel like they had a good shtick coming together, but it wasn't totally thought through on that shtick. Let's get this shipped out. I got to finish this thought, and I still got to bookmark Thrifty Amy, and I think we got to go bookmark Fireball Flippers, but she hasn't told us where we can find her yet. She's maybe building her. Maybe she's building her her flyer right now. I got more thoughts on this first Whatnot show, by the way. Bots for days. Thank you so much. And remember that time I had a pen? There it is. Thank you so much. This is awesome. Real life, I had right at showtime, I had my my thrifting is my cardio shirt on too, but then I realized that I wore it on camera Tuesday night, and then I wore it on camera yesterday, and I was like, you know what? I should probably put on a new shirt. So I put on a new shirt. That's the real story. We do have some items to ship. We're going to do that too, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Whatnot. If you still want to talk about Whatnot, I'll keep talking about it. Thanks so much. Get you a thank you card here, Shonda. Am I saying your name right, by the way, Shonda? I should have asked that sooner. I just did my onboarding for Whatnot. Sick. We're going to pump up your thing too. Shonda, have you scheduled your first show yet? That's my question. The other thing, and I gave this feedback to Amy earlier today, if you're going to go schedule your first show, if you're going to be serious about Whatnot, to me, if you're going to put the time and energy to do one show and you're going to learn through that experience, you might as well schedule your first 3 shows. Just go do it. Schedule your first 3 shows, because we're going to send a bunch of people, Shonda, to your account in a minute on Whatnot. We're going to send them all to your account, and we're going to get them to bookmark your first show. But if we're going to get them in there to book your first show, it's going to take them like a half a second longer to go bookmark your next 2. So then you'll have bookmarks for your first 3 shows and take care of that. So don't just go schedule 1 show, go schedule 3. So when I first scheduled my first show, I scheduled the first 2, and I thought I was pretty tricky with that. I was like, yeah, I'll do first 2. I'll get people to bookmark the first 2. And then people did. Everyone who went in and booked the first one, bookmarked the second one while they were in there. And I was like, well, I think the way it worked out is like 90 people booked the first one and like 85 were bookmarked the second one or something like that, right? So then I went, crap, I'm just going to add 3 more shows, because people are going to go in and they're going to bookmark all 5 when they're in there. And guess what started happening? The next bunch of bookmarks I got, everybody was bookmarking all 5 shows for the most part. Like 95% of people would do that. I put the info in a while ago, not sure why it's not showing up on your screen. Not seeing it. Okay. So Whatnot is Fireball Flippers. I'm not seeing it on my side now, but I see it on your most recent comment. Whatnot is Fireball Flippers show. It's 2 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Show is extra small and small women's clothing. Nice. Okay. So there you go. And it's the same name, Fireball Flippers, all one word, Fireball Flippers on Whatnot. Go bookmark that show. It's tomorrow. Do you have other shows scheduled, by the way, Fireball Flippers? You should throw in a pair of those sunglasses with each shirt and coffee. I threw in a pair yesterday for my buddy Colts Comics, Jeremy. I threw in a pair for him because this is like totally his speed. Shonda with the S sound. You said it right in the beginning. Shonda. Do not have another show scheduled. Are you going to do another show ever? I would say just get it up there. Put one up there, commit to it, and get people to bookmark the next 2. That's my suggestion. From somebody who's done 1 show, by the way. Let's be honest. I'm not an expert in this. I'm just figuring out as I go. But I've done pretty good at figuring out some of the social media stuff. It doesn't take me much time to come up with some ideas of how to get this all going. Let me know if I get it right now, Shonda. When I get it right, it's important to me. Chandelier without the leer. Chandelier without the leer. So Shanda. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Shanda. I'm sure you're probably sick of people mispronouncing your name. So Shanda. I'm going to try to. Shanda like panda. Shanda the panda. I need those in pink. I might have those in pink, actually. All right. They are kind of a pain. I'm unsure about the next show just yet. Gotcha. I'm just making a suggestion. I'm not trying to push you around. Maybe a little bit. I want everybody to be super successful. And sometimes that takes a little bit of like, a little bit of pushiness. Not sure why my mom didn't use S. Shanda the Panda. That's your new name. You should change your screen name. If you change your screen name to Shanda the Panda, I think people would pronounce your name probably right more frequently, right? Shanda the Panda. I think people then would get it. Maybe. I don't know. Just an idea for you. All right, let's get this shipped out. Chris, stay in your lane. Stop telling people to change their names. Thank you, Shanda the Panda. Let me know if you hate that nickname, by the way, and I'll stop using it. I appreciate your order. Hope you love the shirt. Get your steps in. What's this? It's shipping Thursday. We're going down to Florida. I think you'll have this Monday. That's my guess. It might be quicker, but I think you'll have this Monday. I need a fun thrifting name. I do like when people have their name, by the way, in their socials. Like mine is Chris at Peak. Now, then people get that I'm Chris, right? And I think there's some power to that. People like knowing people's like name. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing something cool like fireball flippers. I like that. I like it. But I think there's power in like the name. Knowing someone's first name. No, that's fine. I don't mind at all. I'm going to sneak to K-Way out of the state and thrift. Is he, oh, you're going to go over there and thrift. Nice. Yeah, I'm not going to say where you are. I try not to give people's town names unless they tell me it's cool, but Shanda the Panda is in Florida. Thank you for that order. That's awesome. And we actually had to get some shipping done today, so that got us up and going. As always, if you order coffee or a t-shirt, we'll get that shipped right out. I think that might be my last size large. I'm going to check one thing though. Bear with me. So check this out. Kim set me up with, I had a box that I would keep in my car that I always had. Anytime I'd go anywhere, I would bring coffee and t-shirts with me in this box, but instead Kim's like, why don't you use that Samsonite, that thrifted Samsonite suitcase or briefcase that you got? So like, look at this. I got coffee. Actually, cool. I do have a couple bags of coffee. I forgot. Coffee. I shipped those two out. And I got t-shirts in here too. So that my local friends want to pick up some thrifting as my cardio t-shirt. I always have like one of each size in here. That's a nice. So I think I might have one more large that I'll put up available. Yeah, I do. One more large. So I do have one more large available. Two more large is available that I had in my little vintage briefcase. Let me know what you think of that. That reminds me of a shady alley salesman. That's exactly what I am. I'm putting up. That's the vibe I want. That's the vibe I need. All right, these glasses are a pain. What if you order a coffee or a t-shirt right now? I'll put the glasses back on for a few minutes. How about that? You know I love it. Yeah. You are so prepared. I'm unsure about the next show just yet. Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that. Sister Stephanie's in the house over on YouTube's. What's up, Sister Stephanie? Is nephew Lantis out in Arizona already? Is that the deal? Is he out there? Did you put him to work? So I do have a couple of bags of coffee that I can ship out today. So we'll go ahead and do that. I was out of the ground coffee, but I forgot I had two in my bag right there. So Karina's going to get a bag of coffee. She ordered it on the Whatnot show the other night. I have a few outstanding orders. So we'll get Karina's out, and let me know if you're in the chat. Who else do we got? Deb, are you in the chat? Felix, are you in the chat? Laura, Lindsay, Dog Mom, or Rocker April, are y'all in the chat? Remember that time I had a shipping? There it is, shipping tape. Mid-century green, your favorite color. I did not know that. Now I know. It's an interesting favorite color. I like it. Thank you for sharing the live, Thrifty Mama Beth. What a compliment. Can't add mine. so prepared. So some of you might know the story about how I met the lead singer for a local band called Pleasure Chest. I met him at Goodwill a couple months ago. And I seen this dude. I'm like, man, that guy is really cool. He had this awesome like denim jacket on with patches on it. And he had a cool trucker hat. I was like, man, that guy is really cool. And I showed people on my live streams. I was like, look at how cool that guy is over there. And somebody said, Reisner said, you know what? You should go make an offer on that jacket that he's wearing. Go make him an offer. He's like, I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. She's like, I dare you. I was like, fine, I'll go do it. So I was like, hey, man, that jacket's awesome. Just wanted to let you know. He's like, yeah. It's like, how much you want for it? And he got a good laugh out of it. And then we got to talking, and it turns out that he had a big patch on the back that said Pleasure Chest. He's like, that's the name of my band. He's like, we play every Thursday night at 5 Walnut. So anyway, Kim and I, we've gone and seen him about 4 times now, and we saw him this past Friday. We sabut them down the street at Blue Ghost Brewing. And at the end of the set, we went over and chatted with him like we always do. But he had like this vintage suitcase, and that's where he kept his merch in for his band. And I was like, that's really cool. So when we got home that day, Kim was like, hey, you should do that same thing. You got this vintage suitcase. I was like, you're right. That's brilliant. So she set me up. She cleaned up the suitcase. I was going to sell it. She cleaned it up, and she loaded it up for me. Chris, Amy, and I are neighbors. That's cool. Shanda the Panda and Crazy Amy are neighbors. How cool is that? I was there for that live, Brienne. Yeah. So you dared me, and Reisner dared me, and I went and made the offer. Anyway, Kip is the guy's name. Kip's awesome. Obviously a smart marketing guy too. We've been having fun. Yesterday, we dug out my old Magic the Gathering cards. I'm looking forward to playing him today. Is he familiar with Magic the Gathering, or is that a thing that like youngsters aren't really familiar with? That's cool. I'm glad that y'all are having fun. Should my eBay name be the same as my whatnot? I mean, I think so. I don't see a reason why not. I think the consistency, you want people to be able to find you, right? As easy as possible. I think that way, if people like your stuff on Whatnot, right? They're like, wow, I bought some cool stuff from Crazy Amy with a Y on Whatnot. They can go find you on eBay or Poshmark or whatever too, on my name. So, I mean, I can just tell you what I'm doing. Chris@peak.com. I'm Chris at Peak everywhere else, right? So like I want people to be able to find me really easy. And if you Google Chris at Peak, because you find me on any of the platforms, you're going to find all the other stuff. So if you Google it right now, you'll see it's like everything. It's my Poshmark, it's my Instagram, it's my TikTok. It all shows up, right? So people can find me wherever the heck they want to find me. Also, a friend of mine has her first show at 12 Eastern today. Her whatnot is Anastasia Fines, and she will be selling comic books. All right, so we got some work to do. Thank you, Fireball Flippers. Let's do this. So if you haven't done it already, we need to get Thrifty Amy a bunch of bookmarks. How many bookmarks do you have right now, Thrifty Amy? Shanda the Panda, you got a shipping confirmation in your inbox. Amazon ain't got nothing on Peak. You got a shipping confirmation. Thanks for your purchase. So we're going to go into Whatnot. Oh, and I got to do one thing too. I need to change the inventory on size large shirts because I have 2 more. And it says 0 on the website. So hold on, let me change that to save. I thought Shanda had the last one. We got 2 more size larges, 5 more size smalls, and maybe 6 more size mediums. Got a bunch of extra large. All right, we're going to go ahead and follow Amy to Thrifty, Amy with a Y. Not finding you. Oh, there it goes, Thrifty, Amy. You got 17 followers right now, 21 followers, nice. Go to shows. You got 13 bookmarks, so I'm number 14 right now. So this is what we're doing. We're going to Thrifty Amy on Whatnot. We're following her, and we're bookmarking that first show. She's going to let us know when she schedules that second show too, so we can bookmark both at the same time. It takes just the same amount of time for me to bookmark one as it bookmark 2. So I'm nowhere on that first page. Bummer. If it were me, Jason, I would figure out a way to get consistent on all the platforms with a name that's going to show up on Google and all that stuff too, if I'm being honest. I can't find Thrifty. Sorry, I'm going to type it right now, Fireball. See, Fireball, she knows the assignment. I'm going to put it in here. Thrifty Amy. It's spelled, her parents were crazy. Amy's crazier than her parents. She told us that, but her parents were crazy, so they spelled her name like that. You should see it now. I just popped it through in the chat. Good morning, Labicia. 15 now. Thank you, Susan Sideflip. It's so important. So Amy's doing her first show. I know it's really important to Amy to get this show going. Lots of goodies for sale, something for everybody. So I know it's really important for her to get this show going. So these bookmarks really help, because when people are just kind of like browsing through shows, if there's someone who's got 2 bookmarks or someone who's got 50 bookmarks, right? People are just naturally going to assume that the one with 50 bookmarks is going to be the better show. So getting those bookmarks really helps. Then when Thrifty Amy goes live for her first show on July the 24th at 3 p.m., that's 11 days from now. What day of the week is that? Calendar. 24th is a Monday. So Monday, 3 p.m. When she goes live, if those people who are bookmarked get the notification, a lot of those people are going to end up going into the show. So then if there's a lot of people in the show, it triggers the algorithm on Whatnot to be like, whoa, something's going on here. Someone's got a first show and there's a whole bunch of people in there. We're going to push more people into that show because the algorithm's getting tripped. Then there's a whole bunch of people in the show. Then people who are browsing shows at 3 o'clock or 3:15 on the 24th on a Monday, they're going to see, and that's 3 p.m. Eastern time, by the way, they're going to see, holy crap, there's a bunch of people in that show. I'm going to go into that show that's got 75 people in it, as opposed to this other person's show who's got 2, right? So it just really helps Thrifty Amy. If you can go and follow her. Hope I didn't follow. I got to follow back. Gotcha. See, she was following me. She's supporting me, and now I'm supporting her back. And give her those bookmarks. It's Thrifty Amy. Somebody pinned that comment from Vanessa. Thrifty Amy. So that's what we're doing. So that's her right there. Thrifty Amy. I probably should have done this a minute ago. Crazy Amy. AYMIE over on Whatnot. Done. Thank y'all. It's so important. I think I see 19 bookmarks now. I think we can get her to 30. I think we can do it. We got 68 people on TikTok. We got 8 people combined between YouTube and Facebook. Let's get Thrifty Amy up to 30. I think we can do it. 30 bookmarks for her first show. It's important to her, so it's important to me. All right, I lost your show now. I gotta find it again. There you are. 28 followers. We're up to 20 bookmarks, so let's keep it going, y'all. This is awesome. How cool is that? I know she's over there. Think about how good Amy feels right now on the other end of the line. She's looking at her show. It's really important to her. We're talking about her. We just gave her feedback about how she can get things better. I beat her up a little bit, and that's okay. And now we're making her feel good after she got beat up by me. We're making her feel good by filling up her show. Thrifty Amy. Vanessa. 29 bookmarks. Nice. Vanessa, can people find your show by clicking the link in your profile? Done. I can't schedule my first show yet. I did onboarding, but they're having a hard time getting my account to a live status. What a bummer. I hope they get that figured out. Yes, it's in my bio. So you can so with Vanessa, she's taken the next step. She's put a link in her bio. So you can just click on Vanessa's name now. We did this yesterday and got her a bunch of follows and bookmarks, but now you can just click on her name and go right to her Whatnot link. Sorry, Gigi. I'm sure it'll get all worked out. I know it's important to you too. We'll get you some followers and stuff and bookmarks and all that. So now we're going to focus on somebody else. We're going to do Fireball Flippers now that we're filling up Thrifty Amy's show. We're going to come back to that. I'd really love to see Thrifty Amy get to 30. We're going to come back to that. Don't worry. But now we're going to shift over. I'm just going to double check what our progress is at. 24 bookmarks. I think we can get to 30. Again, it's Thrifty Amy on Whatnot. We're all going and bookmarking her first show and following her. It's really important to her. It's on the 24th. It's 3 p.m. And she's got to tell us right now what are 3 of the fire items. Even just give us 2 down below in the chat. What are 2 fire items that you're going to have Do you have a giveaway lined up? I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback to Thrifty Amy. So being consistent with all the names and stuff, you got Thrifty Amy, Amy's Attic. And then on here, you're something different. You're Amy Fontana, right? So I think that, let's just stay consistent. You want it to roll off people's tongue. Thrifty Amy. Giving you some more feedback. The other thing is too, it says, welcome to my page, whatever. I don't know that you really need that. But lots of goodies for sale, something for everybody. So both of those statements really don't tell me anything. I just know you have stuff and you have stuff for everybody. But what does that even mean? To me, getting more specific, I would rather you get way more specific than you need to be, because you can't picture something if it's really, really, really vague. I think you just need to get really, really focused. Mention a couple of the big, mine says menswear. Do I sell women's stuff? Yes. Do I have hats? Yes. Do I have shoes too? Yes. But I focus in on menswear. So to me, I think get more narrow. The words, lots of goodies for sale, something from everyone, means I have nothing for you and I don't know what I'm going to sell. I have men's and women's clothing, all sizes and styles. Okay. That's a better step in the right direction, because lots of goodies can mean anything. It can mean you sell pens, push pins, stupid glasses, koozies. These are all goodies, right? Something for everyone. Coffee mugs, jeans, scissors, markers, coffee, tape dispensers. Those are all goodies and something for everybody, right? But what is it? So that's better. But I'd encourage you to get one run down from that. Get a little bit more zoomed in. How much of the stupid sunglasses? Scotway. Shipped on these, it'll be $5 if you want one pair. Scott, $5 shipped for one pair of stupid sunglasses if you want them. Nice. You have a video on your eBay store, Chris. They keep telling me it's my next step. I don't. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Okay, next up, we were going to focus on Fireball Flipper. She's been patient over here. We keep teasing it. I'm going to do one more double check of where we're at with Thrifty Amy. We're up to 25 bookmarks on Thrifty Amy's first show. She's selling stuff and things and goodies. We don't know what she's selling yet. Thank you, Shanda the Panda, for following me over on Whatnot. I appreciate that. Make sure you bookmark those next 4 shows. I'd love to have you come hang out. See that? 4 shows. Go bookmark them all. It'll take you 2 seconds. Now we're going to do Fireball Flippers. It's all one word, Fireball Flippers. I'm going to go do this too. Fireball Flippers. I'm going to show you. Oops, I spelled it wrong. By the way, nice job having the same YouTube channel as your Whatnot. I think that just makes things really easy for people. So Fireball Flipper currently has 329 followers. And we're going to I'm going to follow. So 330 followers. She's got a show tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. She's got 19 bookmarks. So now you got 20 bookmarks, Fireball Flippers. Birthday sale. Is it your birthday? Women's extra small and small $3 starts. That is so freaking specific. I love that. I love that. And it's exciting because it's your birthday sale. So you get some positive vibes. I love that. So here's what we're doing. We're going and we're following Fireball Flippers on Whatnot. Look at that same image too. I love that. Your Whatnot image is the same as your YouTube one. I love that consistency across there. Look at that. That's what we're doing. We're going and putting that. Can somebody type that in the chat down below for me on TikTok? And if you could do it there on Facebook or on YouTube and Facebook too. If you could type in Fireball Flippers, all one word, so people can go follow. If somebody would do me that favor, that would be sick. Erica says, me too, my size. I think we got Erica, who's a size smaller, extra large. She's got to go to your show. I think you got me up to like 50 bookmarks. Nice, buried. The bookmarks are huge for people, because then all these people are going to get a notification when you go live. They're all going to pile into the show. It's going to trip the algorithm on Whatnot, and Whatnot's going to send more people into your show. And yeah, And then people are going to be scrolling through Whatnot, and they're going to be looking at like 7 or 8 shows in that category that are all live. And they're like, oh, there's like 75 people in this show. I'm going to go to that one instead of the one that's got 5 people in it. And then your show cranks off. And then it's for you to just have fun, have good inventory, be grateful for people who are hanging out and buying stuff. And then you take it from there. But you got to be able to do the marketing part too. It's kind of like the plight of the artist, right? The artist who has like the most brilliant artwork that you've ever seen, but they don't have the marketing mind or the business mind in order to get people to come and get eyeballs on those items, right? So you got to run a good show and you got to entertain. And I know Amy's going to do that. I know Fireball Flipper is going to do that, but it's all for naught if there's nobody there. If the old tree falling in the woods. Oh my gosh, Barry. I can fit my wrist in a small flipping Kim. So we're going over, let's check our work. Are we going in supporting Fireball Flippers? She's running a show tomorrow. It's her birthday show. We got 28 bookmarks over there. I'm going to see if we get some more followers too. I got to go out and go back in. Fireball Flippers. 339 followers. Cool. So 10 more followers. Up to 28 bookmarks. Come on, we can get that to 30 really easy. Let's get 30 bookmarks. Fireball Flippers on Whatnot. Show tomorrow. Birthday show. Small and extra small women's wear over there. Birthday show. I love how specific that is. Love that you have the same name on YouTube as you do on Whatnot. I also love that you have the same picture on YouTube as Whatnot. I think there's some best practices there too. You do have some space up at the top too to add like a description of some of the stuff that you sell up there. So if you're pretty consistently selling small and extra small women's clothing, I might put that up in the title up there, like up in your profile title. Why not, right? If you're consistent with that. I love the specificity. We're going to circle back now to Thrifty Amy because I want to know how we're up to 29 bookmarks. This is so important to her. This is so important to her. She's going to run an awesome birthday show tomorrow. I know it's going to be a good show because when it's your birthday, you get those like that extra like pep in your step, you know? It's going to be a good birthday show. Fireball, did I say it wrong? Fireball Flippers. Sorry, Fireball Flippers. I've been live a lot and been flapping my gums the last several days. So bookmark all of them. Thank you, Adam. I knew I could count on you. So Amy Fontana, how are you going to change that? I want to see, I don't want you to overthink this. Like, what are you changing your title to instead of just saying like, hey, I sell stuff and things. What do you got to say on that top title? Because right now it just says nothing. I sell stuff and things. We have to go back to Amy. Did you change it already? It still says lots of goodies, something for everyone. Amy's Attic. Welcome to my page. Come on. I'd rather you have nothing in your item in your description than that. You're welcome, Fireball Flippers. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have an awesome show. I bookmark it. What's 3 p.m. tomorrow? Friday, 3 p.m. I'll be there. I'll pop in for sure. I'm going to do another video on the racks my boxes are sitting on and the bags I use today. Nice, Biggie. My descriptions are minty. Bookmark all of them. Amy, I'm challenging you, either delete that stuff in there or get more specific. What are you selling on there? Why are people going to come to your show? Nobody wants goodies. Nobody wants something for everyone. I have to go check my own description, make sure it doesn't suck, by the way. You can critique mine too. It might suck, actually, now that I think about it. All right, how do I look at it? Based in Asheville. Okay, I'm fine with that. My average ship time is less than 1 day. 87 items sold. Try that. Okay. Amy updated it. I don't know how this is. This is Amy's fault, by the way, for getting us on this kind of Whatnot thing this morning because she's texting me. She asked me, I think she messaged me yesterday and I didn't get back to it till this morning. I'm laying in bed responding to Amy's messages and she's like, holy crap, this is a lot of good information. She's like, I'm still trying to finish my coffee and I'm going to take all this in. I was like, finish your coffee? Girl, I haven't even got out of bed yet. And I'm like on fire. We got your Whatnot like advice going on, video suggestions, a whole freaking marketing strategy. I'm like, I haven't even got out of bed yet. Forget finishing your coffee. We got stuff to do. Your item descriptions are on point, buried. Nice. All right. So Thrifty Amy, Nice. Okay, cool. I like this. We got some consistency across the name now. Thrifty Amy, Thrifty Amy. I have men's and women's clothing, top brands with a variety of sizes and styles. Cool. That's good. That's good. So I got some feedback for you. Ooh, 929's got some feedback too. I like this. This is everybody jumping in. My specialty items are. Yes, I like that. You're kind of giving it's like a Mad Libs, like fill in the blanks there, right? My specialty items are top brands with a variety of sizes and styles, men's and women's clothing. Yeah, I like, okay, let's just work off of what Thrifty Amy has so far. I have men's and women's clothing, top brands with a variety of sizes and style. What are top brands? I don't know what that is. Different people have a different version of what top brands are. I would rather you be really specific with a couple of brands and maybe turn some people off than having top brands, which really doesn't attract anybody, right? Top brands doesn't mean anything. If it ain't vintage, it ain't for me. Will that work? Yeah, I like if you're going to focus on vintage, Vanessa, which I think is what you do, I do like that. I do like that. And I would probably mention some things that you sell pretty consistently, Vanessa. I don't know if it's Pyrex, vintage Pyrex, or, like really specific. What's another like Revere wear, I don't know, mid-century modern, whatever. I'd get some like big keywords in there. You're welcome, Fireball Flippers. I hope you have an awesome show tomorrow if you're still hanging out in here. Buy my stuff to resell for. Yeah, Barry, I like it. I don't know if I would, unless that's going to be your ultimate focus. Are you going to try to sell stuff only to people who are going to buy it to resell for a profit? I don't know if that's the best profit model though. You know what I mean? Because then you're like encouraging people to buy stuff for cheaper than what it's worth. I don't know. I think if you're thinking long-term for your whatnot, you probably want to attract some buyers who are going to be the end user for those items, because those people are going to pay more. I do like the famous part. I'll be 100% honest with you, because it connects with your brand and stuff. Like people will get that. The people who know you will chuckle when they see that, and they'll feel good. And that's part of what spending money is. It's an emotional thing, right? If people connect with what you're saying, if they laugh, if they're inspired, if they're motivated, whatever it is, that emotion that you want to create, that's how people buy stuff. That's how they spend money. You can take money out of people's wallets or out of their credit cards if you appeal to their emotions. And for you, being funny and using that like famous influencer thing makes people smile, and that's got to get money out of their pockets. Did you see the brands I listed above? I didn't. Let me see. Lululemon, Lily Pulitzer, the North Face, Peter Moore, FootJoy, Levi's. Love it. Boom, put that in there, because I can see those items. The problem is I can't see top brands. Do you see what I mean? You haven't painted a picture. So when you use the way that we our imagination works is we don't imagine words. If you close your eyes and you're like thinking about something, if I say okay, you're outside and the sun is up, you're not thinking about the word sun. Like you don't see sun, you don't see outsid, outside. You're picturing the sun. You're picturing maybe trees, if I tell you to picture trees. Or I could tell you to picture rain or snow. Do you see what I mean? Or flowers, or a field, or trees. They're green trees, they're palm trees, they're pine trees. Do you see? You don't see words, you see things. So when you say Lululemon, Lily Pulitzer, I'm thinking of those things. When I think Lululemon, the first thing that came to mind are these Lululemon skirts. I have two of them. Check this out. Right? Skirts. You got the Lululemon thing. I got two of them. These are going to be in my next Whatnot show. This one's purple. You got this one in black. I picture these. I picture that Lululemon. I picture athletic wear. These are going to be available in my next Whatnot show. Next Whatnot is going to be 7:30 p.m. this coming Tuesday and every Tuesday. If you haven't bookmarked my next 4 shows, you're missing out. My big giveaway next week, by the way, is going to be these brand new in box Salomons. They're women's size 7. It's a road running shoe. Brand new in box. Look at that colors. So when I think Lululemon, I picture athletic wear. When I think Lily Pulitzer, I think like big, like kind of bright colors and stuff like that. I think about like the color pink and all that stuff. That's what I see in my brain. I don't see those words. I see things. The North Face. I honestly am picturing the North Face shirt that that Lion Creek sold last night. It was a nice check pattern. I really liked the shirt. Somebody got it for a steal too. They paid like $16 for that North Face shirt. Peter Millar, I pictured golf polos. FootJoy, I pictured golf shoes. Levi's, I'm picturing these right here, just in front of me. These sold, by the way, today. Those sold on Poshmark. Specific keywords are like tags, and definitely keep the searching algorithms too. That's right. Yep. You're tripping algorithms, but you're selling with emotions and pictures and stuff like that. People's brains will freaking see things if you give them the words that let them see it. Stuff and things and goodies, I cannot see that. And this is the same thing that we did on people's resumes when they're creating those bullets. I wanted people to, when they're I wanted a hiring manager to read a bullet and be able to actually see what somebody was doing at work. I didn't want them just to see words. I wanted them to see the accomplishments that those people were doing at work. Your words will paint pictures if you use specific words. Thank y'all for hyping my show. But see what I did there? If I'm not hyping my own stuff, if I'm not proud of my own business, and I'm not driving people to my own stuff, what am I even doing? Nobody else is going to do it for me. So Thrifty Amy, nobody's going to drive people to your business unless you're excited about your business. You're creating video content to drive people to it. You're going on lives and you're talking about it. And you're using good specific keywords that paint a picture in people's minds so they can have emotions that will get money out of their pocket. That's that whole thing brought back together. You're welcome, Amy. I really want you to be successful, and I know you got it in you. When are you going to drop that first video? We talked about that first video that's going to start with, hey, I'm giving away these Solomon. See how I get your attention? For free. If you come to this next Whatnot show, all you got to do is buy one item, and you're going to win these Solomon shoes right here. They're freaking awesome. I already have 25 other items preloaded, including those Lululemons I just showed you. So somebody's going to win these size 7 Solomons just for buying one item. I'm going to have 2 other giveaways too. That's your video right there. Lincoln by 7:30 p.m. next Tuesday. I'd love to have you there. If you've never shopped on Whatnot before, it's fast paced, it's fun, and it's super easy. All you got to do is click the link in my bio. You can join Whatnot and you get $15 off your first purchase. There's your whole video, Amy. That's it. Who cares if you get a toddler? Have the toddler in the background. How many people, raise your hand down below if you have a toddler in your house, a clingy toddler, sorry. If you have a toddler in your house right now running around, or if you have recently, like if you can relate to the idea of having a toddler, put an emoji down below in the chat. If you can relate to having a toddler running around in your house. Flippin' Nurse says me, put any kind of emoji down below. I don't know what would be the appropriate emoji for this. The baby emoji, put whatever emoji you want. If you can relate to the idea of having a toddler run around. Pendleton can. Heather says so true. Thank you, Sister Stephanie. Yup. I have 3 crazy older children, but I used to. I get it. See, Vanessa connects with that. So your excuse, Amy, for not being able to get that first simple video that I just did, that first simple video giveaway. And here's my story of why, I told you the giveaway and the why and the how. So to me, here's the giveaway. The reason I sell on Whatnot, why do I sell on Whatnot? Because it's an opportunity for me to grow my brand, sell my items, connect more with my followers, and sell to people that I already know. It's so much fun. That's why I sell on Whatnot. How did I do? It was easy. I signed up using somebody's link. I got $10 of free credit to go watch my first show, which I did. And I bought something really cool. Then I signed up to be a seller. The next day, I did a really short orientation on how to be a seller. I scheduled my first show. This whole thing just took me a couple of minutes. It was super easy. I'd love to have you on my first show. It's July the 24th. It's 3 p.m. That's a Monday. I'd love to have you there. It's it. That's your whole video. I don't care if your toddler's running around in the background. Guess what? You're going to attract people that are like you that can relate to the toddler thing. Stephanie can relate to the toddler thing, although she don't got a toddler no more. He's a grown man, grown-ass man. What is he, 18 years old now? 17 years old? 17 years old? Mom, I should know his age. That's bad. If Lantis is watching right now, sorry, buddy. You're You're a grown ass man, a strapping young man, 22-year-olds that act like, yeah, April's got 22. But people can relate to this. Thrifty Ducky can relate to this. 2 loud dogs, a kid, a wife. People get it, right? That's what it is. That's what's cool about live shopping is you're connecting with them. So if your world is a crazy toddler running around, that's part of your brand. Whatever, make a video. I don't care if he or she is running around in the background. Have the toddler help you with the video. My help is temporary. No, my help is permanent. I'm going to keep helping you. But again, if you don't create the flyer and you just hand me a blank page and you say, Chris, go hand out my flyer. It says whatnot on the top. I'm doing a whatnot show and I'm going to hand out that flyer. Nobody's going to show up. I'm going to run around the whole neighborhood. I'm going to tell everybody I know there's 64 people watching, 8 people over here. That's 72 people watching. I'm going to hand out your flyer and it's blank. It just says Thrifty Amy's doing a whatnot. People are like, I don't care. A lot of people are doing a whatnot. I'm like, why do I care about her whatnot? You got to create your flyer, get excited about it, create the words that'll elicit emotions, that'll paint a picture of what the heck you're selling. Then hand me the flyer and I'll go run with it. I'm going to shove you out the nest. It's right. When we lived in Denver, we had this bird that was nesting like right out in the tree, right out in front of our 3rd floor balcony. So we watched the eggs, the sitting on the eggs, the babies hatching, them feeding the babies, and then finally the babies leaving the nest. And we watched this I'd watch it like hours a day. I work from home, so I could just watch this happen while I was supposed to be working. And it was really fun to watch. And I watched, eventually we watched the babies leave and I was like, oh, I'm sad, but that's cool. That's what I'm going to see Vanessa do. That's what I'm going to see Amy do. It'll be sad, but it'll be cool. It's just part of life. We don't embrace it. Exactly. You have toddlers. Everybody who's had kids that have grown up has had toddlers. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that. I know I skipped the garage sales that say too much to list, something for everyone. It's the worst because it doesn't appeal to anybody. It doesn't turn anybody off, Andrew, right? That kind of language, that broad language, it turns nobody off, but it also turns nobody on. It doesn't appeal to anybody. You have to get specific. Question about whatnot. How do you tag the show to get the notification when they start? That's a good question. Heather is in the house with a good question. So I'm on Thrifty Amy's show. Thrifty Amy's got 27 bookmarks, y'all. Have you not? We said we were going to get to 30. I think everyone agreed to it. Nobody said they disagreed, so I took that as consent. You didn't disagree with me. Thrifty Amy. I have men's and women's clothing, top brand. She's got to change that. She's got to put actual brands in there. Did you already do that? Let me refresh. Maybe you did it already. We said we're going to get her 27 bookmarks. She's got 34 followers. I have men's and women's clothing. Yeah, she's still got top brands in there, so she's got to fix it, though. I know she will. So Thrifty Amy, we're going to go to show. Sorry, it's loading. It's taking a minute. Add to calendar and save show. Hey, man, I got a bookmark. Okay, I'm doing it now. Hang on. I bookmarked. The bookmark should give the notification. Okay. So when I hit the bookmark thing, thank you for the follow. HTMOLIK started following me. Thank you. And if you're going to sell on Whatnot, by the way, I don't know if you are HTMOLIK. I don't know if you're going to sell on Whatnot, but that's like a hard thing for people to oh, I'm going to go follow HMTLOK's Whatnot. I'm putting a name in there, something that people can say out loud. Like Shanda the Panda, for example. That would be a good one. I do got to print out this label for Whatnot. So let's go in here. I got to go to shipping. Whatnot shipping's pretty easy, by the way. I shipped a lot of crap yesterday. I felt like it was pretty smooth sailing. As long as you put your weights in at the beginning the correct way, which I did on most of my listings, it was pretty easy. Okay, so I need to go to shipments. We got 28 follows for Thrifty Amy's first Whatnot show, July 24th. It's a Monday. It's 11 days from now. It's 3 p.m. She's going to be selling top brands, men's and women's clothing, but she's got to update that language pretty soon, and therefore I can better advertise her show. Oop. Neighbors mowing the lawn. Can you hear the lawnmower, by the way? Curious. So Karina is going to get her coffee here. She's got a bag of ground coffee. We're going to generate the label. It's going out to Arizona. She's got some fair trade, organic, peak blend coffee. It's a medium roast. It's delicious. See, you just gotta have language for your own stuff. You gotta be really specific. This is ground. I also have it in whole bean French press grind and espresso grind too. I can imagine you sipping this coffee in the morning, getting some inspiration and some energy to take over the reselling world. I can see you now drinking it and really enjoying it like Andrew does. How much are you charging Thrifty Amy for all this great service? Nothing. I will be offering some take over the world reseller coaching at some point soon. I'm going to launch that so people have the opportunity to spend some time with me, like some focused time, and over a period of time. And maybe, like, for example, Thrifty Amy's like, hey, I'm going to do my first Whatnot show on the 24th. Can you coach me through the process? Help me put together a plan of attack that I can go and have a great first show and then have an even better second and third show. Let's do some coaching over the course of the next 6 weeks through that whole process and give customized advice on that whole thing. Of course, I'm going to give as much of that advice out for free right now. What? Sorry, I just got a text message. So my buddy just told me about how his stock portfolio is up. I'm not going to tell you how much it's up this week. He just told me how much it's up, which is a crazy big number. So you know what I'm asking him, right? I'll give you one guess as to what question I'm texting him back. Peak Consulting, there you go. Just like listing descriptive as possible so you can reach the target audience and make sales. Yep. Keywords for algorithms purposes, but also keywords to trip the brain algorithm, which is to be able to imagine and picture things. Yeah, I can hear the lawnmower. Cool. I think it's my neighbor, Chris. I think she's driving around on it. I don't know where she went. He said his whole portfolio. No, that's not what I asked. Y'all are underestimating my snarkiness and sarcasm. College reseller is here. Pandagonians may be available. That one hell of a stack you shipped. That was fun. Thanks for hanging out, those of you who hung out for like a 4-hour live of me shipping out items and flapping my gums. Hey man, I got it bookmarked. How do I pick a giveaway item? Amy, if you want, are you near your inventory? I have an idea if you're open to it. I got a couple ideas, but I got an idea. When are you taking me to lunch? ? No, but that's close. I asked them if I can borrow $20. So that's close, Andrew. That was my response. My portfolio is up X amount this week. I want it to go up another X amount before year end. So my reply, can I borrow $20? You asked them if they wanted to buy a sugar coffee. That's a good idea. I'm going to send them the direct link. Chris is out there mowing the lawn. I'm going to send him the direct link to my website. The problem is he's got this like fancy coffee maker thing that only uses very specific pods. It's actually kind of brilliant on the company's part, right? Because you buy this very specific coffee maker and you have to buy these proprietary pods for it. But I don't like that kind of stuff. Buy fresh coffee. Buy good fresh coffee and brew it the right way. Get a French press, dude. But I am going to send them a link to my website. Let's to the Coffee and Merch website. Let's do that right now. That's smart. Always be closing, Gigi. I like your style. Just going to send them that. Boom. That's it. It doesn't even need any language. I'm just going to send them the link and that's it. I'm near my inventory, yes, but I have over 500 items. You should celebrate with a fresh bag of Chris at Peak Coffee. Cool. So Amy, here's my idea for you and let me know you can do this or not. You have 500 items there. I want you to pick out right now 10 items that you want to put in that first show. You need more than 10, but let's start. I don't want to make this too complicated. Pick out 10 items that you're going to put in your first show or that you might put in. You don't have to commit right now, but 10 items that you might put in your first show. Good items, not stuff that's like not selling in your inventory, like inventory that's dog stuff that you're like, I shouldn't have bought this stuff. I want you to pick 10 good items that people are going to really like. Think about the brands that really resonate with people. Chris, the lawnmower lady. Yeah, you want to be on live? Let's go. All right. Neighbor Chris wants to be on a live. YouTube and Facebook, you won't be able to see this because I can't carry the laptop because I'll drop it and break it. Pick out 10 items. And then what we're going to do, you're going to jump on this live with me in a few minutes. I'll accept your invitation. And we're going to pick your giveaway. But you have to give us the power. You have 10 items out in front of us, and you're going to commit to coming on this live. Oops, I got to say this to everyone. If you're going to commit to coming on this live, you're going to pick the 10 items, come on this live, I'll accept your invite, and then we're going to have chat pick the items, and I'll let YouTube and Facebook pay attention. I know she's on TikTok right now, but I'll let you all votes count too if you want to play along with this game. We're going to pick the first giveaway for Amy's first show. And this is great. This is great marketing, but it's also, and here's why it's great marketing, is because you're letting the people that you want to come into your show, that you want them to come and buy stuff from your show, you're letting them pick the giveaway, the thing that they're going to be excited about. And then they're going to want to come back to your show on the 24th Monday. Let's go. I'll be right back. I just want to show. Chris wants to be on the live. Hey, do you need more coffee? French press grind, right? Okay. I'll be closing y'all. That's a perfect opportunity to close. She likes the French press. Boom. It's the last French press I have until it gets delivered in a few hours. Oh, you always say thank you. Thank you. Oh, she's crazy. She should be my hype person, honestly. She's really, really good. Is Mom in the house? I can hear the lawnmower. Sorry you missed that. We sold a bag of French press coffee, and I threw it from the porch over to the ride-on lawnmower. Chris caught it. It was a good catch. Give her credit. She is awesome. She's the best. She's super high energy. She's a hype person. When I feel like I suck, I can just go talk to her, and she tells me how awesome I am. She doesn't just do that for the camera, by the way. That's like just how she is. She's super high energy. Sometimes she'll come over in the morning. It'll be like 8:30 in the morning, and she'll be talking to Kim about something. And there's so much energy in this house. It's like unbelievable. I can't even keep up with it. Let's see what Chris said. I sent him a link to my site. No response yet from. Can you go to my eBay link and see the items and you see what you think would be good? I thought you were coming on the live and we're going to pick through the 10. My daughter is sleeping. I have to sneak in the room. Gotcha. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun to go to the eBay link. No. It's a cool idea. I don't really want to go to the eBay link right now. Some other time, maybe. Come live some other time. We'll pick out the item. The eBay link is boring. There's going to be like a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to have to scroll through. I want to go through like 10 primo items. That's the thing. It's not going to work. I want you to pick 10 items that you're excited about. If I pick 10 items that I'm excited about, that's not going to be authentic. I want you to pick the 10 items and then us to pick of those 10 items that are going to go on the Whatnot show. We're going to pick the one that's going to be the giveaway. Morning. Have you recovered from your big day view? I think so. I don't know. I should ask everybody else in this chat. Yesterday, I was like sluggish and tired. Hey, Mom. So I think I've recovered. I got a good night's sleep last night. Snappy D's in the house. Very nice of her. Wonderful woman. She's great. Yay, Chris. It's Chris. I think it's CHRIS, Chris. I do have another friend, Chris, with a K. He's the one that we're texting to try to get him to buy coffee and t-shirts. He hasn't replied yet. Rolled up. Here comes the first. Great idea. Oh, geez, the room is a mess. Nobody cares. My room's a mess too. Well, I cleaned it up the other day. It's usually a mess. It was a mess yesterday. If Nespresso, they have refillable pods on Amazon. I don't think it's a Nespresso. It's like a fancy thing. I do like those Nespressos, by the way. I just like fresh coffee the best. The Dymo of coffee machines. Oh, I always said I'm not going to say that brand. Forget I said it. Chris with a K is bad marketing. Hard to Google. I get it. Thank you, Manda. I would really be interested in seeing your giveaway items. Yeah. Well, all I can do is make an offer and share an idea. I can't make you do nothing. All right, we're going to ship out this bag of coffee. Are you in here? Felix, Deb, The Roots, Casey, Laura, Lindsay, Dog Mom, or Rocker April? I have one bag of ground coffee that I can ship right now. And I have 6 orders for ground coffee. Thumbs up. If nobody picks, then I'm just going to pick. And I'll just pick the first name, which is Rocker April. Amy's first show is going to be awesome. It's on Whatnot. It's July the 14th. You have to search for Thrifty Amy on Whatnot. She's going to put her Whatnot name down below. Because her Whatnot name is different than her TikTok name. She's going to put that down below. And then I'm going to type it into YouTube or Facebook after she does that. Somebody's got to pin that comment on TikTok for me because they're awesome and they want to support Thrifty Amy. They want her first show to be really great. She's going to do an awesome giveaway. She might let us pick that giveaway. She's going to show us her 10 best items that she's going to sell on that pretty soon here. But she's going to do all these things first. She's going to create the marketing. She's going to create the flyer before we can hand out the flyer. We're like actually creating the flyer with her, which is kind of cool. You could find the biggest influencer in the world, and you could be in their live, and you could say, hey, could you pump up my thing for me? And they will say, yes. And then you say, cool, here's a blank flyer. And they're going to say, I don't know, what am I going to do with this? I don't even know how to advertise this. I forgot to put a thank you card in here. Crap. Whatever. We'll waste 6 cents. I suppose I could just double bag it, but then it would be stupid. I'll use this as packing material for a future order. Gratitude is important, you know. I can pin. Thrifty Amy, just put your name. Put your Whatnot name. Thrifty Amy. But it's, your parents are crazy, so they spelled it A-Y. So I want you to put it in there so people can pin it. Oh man, I did it again. Okay, that's it. We're just doing this. Vanessa's ready to pin. You just got to type your Whatnot name down below. We got the hype train ready to go. The hype train is officially ready. Got to get that. Working on that flyer. I'm making an effort to exude only positive vibes. Andrew, exude your vibes in this live, man. Come to this live as yourself. If you come as somebody else, which I think is what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, like, listen, I'm trying not to be me. I'm trying to do something else. Just be you. You're sarcastic. You're funny. But that's your way of being supportive. Rocker Girl April, thank you for your support on Whatnot. I don't think you're in the live this morning. That's okay. But we're going to get you a bag of fresh ground coffee shipped out here. Which platform I ship on? Not Amazon. I already did that. Close this. Close that. Close that. There's Whatnot. Karina, Rocker Chick. Rocker Chick April in Ohio. She's got ground coffee coming her way. Perfect. custom. You understand people than I ever will. Let me process that for a minute. I think there's a better version of that statement. There could be a better version of that statement. I think there could be more of a more positive spin on that statement. I'll challenge you to rewrite that in a way that's more forward thinking than putting, you just put a brick wall in front of you. You just said, you understand people better than I ever will. That's a brick wall that you just painted, a brick wall that you can't break through. That's what you just painted. Thank you so much. Rocker Girl April, an awesome supporter. I love Rocker Girl April. She's got like the horns in her name too. That's like part of her like screen name. She's got the horns on TikTok. And that gives me the imagery that she's just like super fun, high energy rocker chick. Never met her, but I imagine that's what she's like. All right, we sold a pair of jeans on eBay. Thrifty Amy, what's your name? Share it down below. I know. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. You were very wise beyond your years. I'm an old ass man too. Hang on, I can do this. Yeah, I like it. Think about language that's more I can rather than language of I can't. Sent. All right. Check this out. I got mail yesterday. It might have been 2 days ago. But for some reason, the mail people, my normal mail people person is out on medical. But the people who rotate in, for some reason, even though they're picking up packages and they know they're picking up packages, they'll put packages like this in my mailbox. And so they stop at the mailbox, put mail and packages in the mailbox, then drive up the driveway and pick up packages. I'm like, couldn't you just have brought the packages in the mail to the front door like D would do it? So anyway, this got delivered 2 days ago, I think. Came from my man, Big E. Let's open it up. This is a gift, by the way. So if this is weird, it's got to be weird. But this is a gift. So I did not pay for this stuff. This just came to me because this is Eric being really nice. It happens to us all the time. I'm almost 56, and so I have you beat there. Age is just a number. I'm trying to join with you. Oh, okay, let's do that. Well, we already opened this. Let's do that. You can join in a minute. I just want to make sure that Eric gets the lights that he deserves, and then we'll get back to Amy's light. Nice pack job. I'm going to reuse these. That's the medium bubble. If you're looking for bubble wrap, by the way, American Bubble Boy. I have a link in my profile. They ship in 1 to 2 days anywhere in the country. It's advertised 2 days, but oftentimes it's next day. It's good, consistent quality stuff. They won't cheap you. If you order 300 feet, you're going to get 300 feet. Unlike some of those other companies where you order 300 feet and they give you 282 feet. But they gave you a slightly better price, but they gave you less product. You won't get that with American Bubble Boy. Link in bio. Eric, do you use American Bubble Boy? We'll get to you in a second here, Amy, because I really want your first one not to be awesome. All right, check this out. We got soaps here. So this is from Carol Ann's Creations. We got soaps. This first one looks like lavender orange. You can already smell them through all the bags. Check this one out. Bourbon sandalwood. Actually, let's do this. Oh, she's got to turn on the mower. Kim, tell her to stop the mower real quick. Huh? I got something for her.
Wait, no. What?
Oh, never mind.
She's already started.
Just wave her down. I got something for her. Oh, never mind. We'll try to wave her down. I want to give her some soap. All right, so we got rice milk. So this is from Carol Ann's Creations. This is Big E's. No. What are you saying no about Big E? I'm trying to hype you up, and you're giving me mixed signals. You're saying no. Trying to hype you up. Are you telling me not to hype you up? I'm so confused. Eric, you're confusing me. So now I don't know what to do. Still, this is a different Carol Ann, but now I'm confused. Now I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this because Big E's just saying no. No in the Bubble Boy? You don't use Bubble Boy? Big E. American Bubble Boy, brother. Don't send me this. Don't send me this cheap bubble wrap. No, I'm just kidding. You use whatever you want. American Bubble Boy. Ships 2 days, sometimes next day, depending on where you're at. So Carol Ann's Creations, we got, this is Big E's girlfriend. She makes her own natural soaps. You make your own? That's ridiculous. So this one's Mountain Flower. I love like natural soaps. I hate all that. I like supporting local, and I like this like natural stuff. On the rare occasion that I actually take a shower. This one's Lavender Orange. I like that one. This one's Bourbon Sandalwood. This one I was really intrigued by the name of, but I wasn't sure about. Oh, wow. It's kind of got like a... Oh, that's awesome. That's different. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know how to describe it. It definitely smells like a wood. It's like a sweet wood. So we got Lavender Orange too. I think I already showed that one to you. And we got this one. This one's a big one. This one's Rice Milk. I don't know what this would smell like. Biggie, how do people find these soaps, these Carol Ann's Creations? In the packaging, they're nicely packaged. Nice box. It's an eBay box right here. I'm not going to show you that because it's got a shipping label on it. There you go. eBay box right here. I like the size of this box. This is a 6 by 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So there's no, you should have put a business card in here so I can go to the website and buy some stuff. Come on, Big E Sales. Always be closing, brother. Carol Ann's Creations, he's got to put the website down below. No chemicals, all natural, very nice, long lasting. You can wash your hair with it also. You got to get a little business card. You can get 500 of these made. These ones cost me 6.5 cents each. It's got my logo on it. It's got a QR code. Little let's say the best way to win the day is to win the morning. Little quote. There you go. Right there. These cost me 6.5 cents each. You drop that in the box right here. But what you would say is exactly what you said. It would say no chemicals, all natural, very nice, long lasting. You can wash your hair with it also. By the way, website, QR code, 5% off your next purchase. Drop that right in there. Anyway. She didn't give me one. She has them. Gotcha. Wonder if I do one with the promo code for the next order. Not a bad idea. I like the repeat buys thing. They say that it costs you like 10 times as much to acquire a new customer than it does to get money out of an existing customer. Collect their email address. Give them an opportunity to rebuy right away. Awesome. I'm psyched about these. Carol Ann's Creations. We're giving feedback about people's business at the same time. But the most important thing is the product smells freaking amazing. It's really, really well packaged. I love it. But proof is in the pudding. Next time I take a shower, which who knows when that's going to be, I'm going to try that out. Carol Ann's Creations, and Big E's got to put the website down below for us, or how do we find it? How do we find it? People want to buy good soap. Sister Stephanie, I know she'll like good soap. But eBay is a different animal than Big Cartel. So yeah, I was looking at my stats today. It says like 99% unique buys and 1% repeats. Yep. But wouldn't that be cool? Think about the magic if you could get that to 3% repeats, right? And I would encourage you to think about that. Does she make lotion bars, Eric? Eric, does she make lotion bars? How do we find her website? Amy, thanks you for the flowers. Let's get you Amy on the live now. Big E's got to let us know what the website is, and then I'll put the website over here. So Thrifty Amy, we're going to get her on this live. Are you still cool to come on, Thrifty Amy? Thrifty Amy. I'm going to put this over on YouTube for people. Amy, put that over there. I'm working on it. Oh, he's over there. He's going to tell us about it. You cool to come on, Amy? Thank you for the gifts, but eBay's a different animal. Going to interact. See if I can find your invite here. Guest, I see it. Are you ready? I can hit accept, Amy, if you're ready. Just let me know. You got 10 items ready for us? You won't be able to see Thrifty Amy on the YouTubes and Facebooks. Sorry, but I'm going to, yes, with your toddler. That's great. That's your life. We're happy. We're going to get you in here right now. Accept. I'll let you vote on these items too over here on YouTube and Facebook as well. We definitely got the toddler in here. Amy
Hello.
just, hey, how are you? If you want, you just got to turn on your camera. I think that would make.
How do I do that? Hold on.
You're fine. You're doing great.
There I am.
You're doing great.
Here's my clingy toddler.
We don't see you just yet.
Oh, you don't? Okay. I see myself. So.
Here we go.
There.
We can see you now. Hey, Amy.
Say hi.
What's?
No, Mac is gonna be shy.
What?
Okay.
What's his name?
Her.
Her. I'm sorry. I thought you said
She
Mac.
just woke up. This is Maddie.
Maddie. Okay, cool. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Can you say hi? Say hi. Yeah. You can't hear me? Okay, hang on.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. And oh,
Okay.
I don't know why other people can't hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, hold on. Did that help at all? You can't hear me. All right.
Lavicia says she can't hear, but 929 says he can hear. Vicky says she can. Erica says she can. So y'all, if you can't hear Thrifty Amy, if you can't hear her, just leave and come back, and I'm sure it'll take care of it. Okay, now it's working for whatever reason. It just took it a second. It was warming up. We all need a little while to warm up. You should probably warm up with some coffee, especially coffee, some Peak Blend coffee, medium roast, fair trade, or organic. It's freaking delicious. Warm up with that. Anyway, we're warmed up. Amy, what's up?
So I just went crazy in my very messy inventory room, and I was like panicking, grabbing everything I thought that you guys would like real quick.
Nice.
Her on my hips. Yeah, I don't really know. Get your ears checked. Oh, if you can't hear her, get your ears checked. So I've seen a few whatnots. I saw yours the other night, and I saw K-Ways and stuff, but I'm just very nervous about like public speaking. So this is all new to me.
You're doing great.
The live. Yeah. Oh, you're sweet. My smile or Maddie's smile? Because she's yeah, so I have like 30 things that I pulled out.
Show us the stuff. We're ready. So what we're gonna do, y'all. And Amy, thank you so much for inviting us into your home and letting us look at all these items and letting us pick on you a little bit, because we really want your first show to just be freaking awesome. That's really what we want.
No, I really appreciate all the support. Seriously, I'm really excited. So I'm gonna flip the camera if it's gonna let me. Okay. I have men's and women's different things. These are brand new. These are a size 7.
Amy, we can't see it. Went to camera off mode, unfortunately. So now I can see you. Now I can't.
Hold on. It's not letting me flip it.
Oh, and you know what? I don't think it lets you flip when you join somebody else, unfortunately. So you probably just got to spin. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, hold on. She just fell. Are you okay? Are you good? All right. So I have, can you see this like this?
I can't. Now I can. We're good.
Okay. All right. So here's a brand new pair of size 7 heels. Floral. They're like little wedges.
Cool.
I don't know if that would be good for giveaway or whatever.
What brand are those? You might have already said it. I missed it though.
Dex Flex Comfort. They're brand new with tags.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Very cute and summery. A Harley shirt.
Ooh.
Space Coast Harley. It's a men's, extra large. That's the back. The front is very simple. Just.
I like
you guys
it.
See okay?
Yep.
Doing it like this.
This is perfect. Yeah, I can see bright, clear.
Harley is great. I have a few Harleys, so I can try to pull them out and see which ones would do good.
Okay.
This is an older. I don't know if you remember the show in the books, Goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool. This is a men's large. Just to clean that. Okay. Try to do this quick. This is a extra large green FootJoy.
Nice.
Okay. Now these could be giveaway or the bidding. I don't know. You can tell me what you think.
Yeah, so y'all be thinking through this, like we're going to vote on this in a little bit. She's got to let us vote on what's going to be the giveaway on her first Whatnot show. First Whatnot show is next Monday the 24th, 11 days from now. It's 3 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to pick that first giveaway from all these fire items that are going to be on her Whatnot show. So this stuff's all going to be available on auction, but we're going to pick the one item that's going to go as the giveaway.
I could probably give away a couple.
Okay, we're going to pick two. We'll pick two.
Yeah. Okay, this is a brand new with tag, Simply Southern Women's Small, like a ruffle blouse, very summery. I'm thinking this is a giveaway. Maybe it's a brand new with tags, leather, Gianni Bernini. I think that's how you say it. Little crossbody bag.
I like it.
Shoe. Yeah, I'm thinking not the shoe. I'm thinking maybe one men and one women to give away. I don't know. Okay. An Orvis, large. A woman's. This is a woman's Disney large Walt Disney World.
Nice.
From the parks.
I like that.
Yeah. Another FootJoy, large men's.
Nice.
I'll be more descriptive, obviously, in the show. So,
Yeah. We're not judging that.
Yeah, a Lily Pulitzer dress. This is a size 0. But
That's beautiful.
yeah. What does it say? Maybe do all men's or all women's to keep it consistent? Well, I mean, I sell both. It's pretty much 50-50, so I can't really decide. Okay, Free People. Hold on. This is an extra small. I believe it runs a little big, though. But that's a Free People long sleeve blouse. Lily. Yeah, I have a lot of Lily. I could do some Lilies, too. Give away for both. I could do that. I could do 2 women and then 2 men. That works. A Leoma Lovegrove dress.
Nice.
Oh, and then she. You want this? Hang on. There you go. All right. This I thought was funny. I've had this in the closet. This was my husband's. It's a cat Christmas button up.
Wow.
And I thought that was kind of cool for like an ugly Christmas party or something. I don't know. I think it's just pretty cool to have it in your closet, And then this Victoria's Secret romper.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all, I want to, down below in the chat, I got some thoughts too, but I want people to chime in too. So down below in the chat, let us know what you think. Like, what are 2 good items that she could give away that you would think would be like really good for the marketing of her show? Because she's not only, that's the thing about doing a Whatnot show, right? Is you're marketing before the show, but then during the show, you're marketing because you want to keep people in the show, right? So you're like, hang out, I got this giveaway. We're going to do it in like 10 minutes, and you're going to be flashing those giveaways. So what are a couple of the items that you think would be good? We got Harley pieces. We got Lily Pulitzer pieces. We had some really nice new in-box fancy shoes on there. FootJoy shirts. What do y'all think? Orvis shirts.
Somebody just said, hold on. Should I change the spelling of my name for marketing purposes? No. I'm not going to change that.
Yeah. No, I don't think so either.
Do a lily at the end. Okay. Christmas in July. That would be good. So give away the cat shirt. That might be a good idea. Christmas in July. Okay. I have other stuff. Like I said, I have to just go through it all. This was a quick pull with her.
Yeah.
She's good now, but
So I think sometimes trying to get a perfect decision gets in the way of getting a decision, right? So you just went and pulled out those were all good items that you just pulled out. And I think your giveaway exists. Your 2 giveaways exist in those 10 items. I would trust your gut on those things and just roll with it. Because guess what? You're going to do other shows. So if you go off this live and then later on, you're like, oh, I should have had them vote on this other one. Whatever, put it aside in a pile and save that for maybe the second show, right? But to me, it's I'd rather you get to some decisions because you have 11 days till launch. So you're already in marketing mode right now for your first show. Yeah. So you need then your best marketing is honestly your 2 giveaways. If that's what you're going to do, 2 giveaways, it's 2 giveaways. And it's your top 3 items that you're going to auction. That's it. So you need to decide on those things now and that start rolling with the marketing so that people like me and other people who are excited about your first show A, know what's in the show, and then B, can go tell other people about it, you know?
Do you have any advice on a good giveaway? What people would actually like want to try to win?
Well,
Or is it just
to me, I'm just going to go with what people said down below in the chat, right? Because these are the people that are going to show up in force
with it, right?
Yeah. So
I'm
I'm
seeing a lot of like Harley, Footjoy, and Lily. Those are like the top three.
So to me,
So,
your decision is to pick one of those three, or two of those three: Harley, Lily, or what was the other one?
Footjoy.
Oh, and Footjoy. I don't think I'd pick the Footjoys. I'd go Harley and Lily.
Yeah.
Those are your two.
Okay.
And then you have two Footjoys to sell. So
I have a few. Those were just the quick ones I got. But I have a few more.
I think it's a good idea. Like, since you had a couple of those, why not run like 3 Footjoys in that show? And then in your marketing for the show, all you got to do is mention, hey, here's one of the Footjoys. I got 3 of these coming. Do you see what I mean? So like anyone who connects with Footjoy, they're more likely to show up for that show and then come and spend money, because you want to attract the people that are going to buy the stuff. So show them the stuff, and therefore they'll come to the show, you know?
Okay.
You don't want to attract people. You want to attract buyers that are going to buy the very items you have in the show. You know, people are good. It helps feed the algorithm, but the best people you want to attract are the people who are actually going to buy this item. Here it is.
Right. I have my other Harley shirt around here. It's a nice one. I don't even want to show you guys the whole room. It's a mess right now.
That's fine. Believe me, if you get any judgment from anybody in this room about what's going on in your office, then people are not being true, because I know everybody else is in this chat right now. I know what your rooms look like. I don't have to look at them. I know they're a mess. You're amongst friends with that kind of thing down here.
And you guys can see a little bit of it.
That's fine. Yeah. That's fine. I'd show you my mess too, but it's actually for once not really messy, because it was messy.
That's organized. That's organized to me.
I still need to fix this area. This is a little bit of a mess, and that's a little bit of a mess. I need to organize that, but I'm going to need Kim's help for that, because I'm not good at that kind of crap. But
okay, so I will do some Harley, some Lily. I'll do I'll do the cat shirt as one of the giveaways as a novelty, and then I don't know what else to do for the giveaway. Someone said a high price item or a novelty. So.
Oh, I like that I like that Christmas in July thing too. So the model that I used for my first show, and the model that I copied from other people, is to run 3 giveaways. So run a giveaway at the beginning of the show right away, the first 5 minutes, right? Because that's going to help pack the show, because random people from Whatnot are going to come in and they're going to be like, oh, I don't know who this is, but she's got a giveaway going off in 3.5 minutes. So I might as well hang out for that. And then during that time, you're talking about who you are, what else is coming in the show, and they're going to hang out for the giveaway anyway. But now you've hooked them because you've talked about yourself. And they're like, I actually do want to see like these items. I'm going to hang out now. So start with that first giveaway, run it for 5 minutes. Then in the middle of the show, you'll run like 10 items. In the middle of the show, do another giveaway. But during those 10 items, you're mentioning, hey, by the way, I'm going to do another giveaway halfway point, probably about 5 minutes from now. Here's what I'm going to give away. Okay, back to the items, right? And then, oh, by the way, my home run item is going to be these Solomon shoes. I'm doing these at the end of the show. This is a buyer appreciation only. So you got to buy something to get entered for this. So what that...
your jacket, your Carhartt.
Yeah. And then I got people, that's where some of the lower price items come in too, because you got some fans that are in the house that want to just be there to appreciate you, but they don't want to spend a lot of money. You're not trying to get money out of them, but they want to get in on that giveaway. So they might buy a t-shirt that's kind of like not super high end, and that makes it fun for them, because they had like a lower end item. They were able to invest in you and your brand by buying something that creates the relationship. But it also keeps them around to the end of the show now, because they bought something. Now they can win, so they're going to hang out. And the more people you have in the show, it's better for the algorithm. It's better for people scrolling through, because they're like, oh, there's 50 people in this show and there's 5 in the other show. It's because you have people hanging out waiting for that big giveaway at the end,
My biggest decision then is my other giveaway. So.
But you got to make that, to me, I'd say you got to make that decision today and get that.
I will.
Get that first video out. Get that first video out. Tag me in it, and tag some other people. Tag Andrew in it. Tag 929. Tag all them.
What do these people in the chat, what do they think would be a good giveaway based on just what they've seen?
I like that. I like that cat shirt, that novelty thing. I like the idea. The Christmas in July.
Yeah, definitely that one.
Okay.
Definitely that one.
I think Lily's a good end of the show.
Yeah. Which Lily? The dress?
I mean, either piece. I would say whichever one is the bigger statement piece, like.
Yeah. Okay. I'm nervous, but not so much now. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, we'll put it this way. If you weren't nervous about your first show, you'd be crazy, right? Like, so
Yeah.
I'd be like, what's wrong with Amy? She's not nervous about her first show. She must not be human, or she's got some wires crossed somewhere. So it's human. That's great.
Yeah.
Like, we'll check that off the list. Amy's actually human. She has normal emotions for a normal situation, right? But the best thing for like nervous about something new is just to be more prepared than you can ever be prepared,
Yeah. So, I'm seeing a few votes: Harley, Cat Shirt, and then Lily. So I'm thinking, yeah, I think those are 3 good choices. So I'll probably do that.
Boom. So then you've already got everything you need for all 3 of these videos, right? You need to have your giveaways chosen because you want to talk about those. You have some of your marquee items, right? That's all you want to do. And you want to show people those marquee items. And you have the date, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you already have a code that people can use to sign up to get $10 for free so that your mom and Aunt Cindy and your coworker Martha can come and like check out their first show and maybe, use their $10 credit, right?
Right, exactly.
So that's it. Now it's off to creating the flyer. You got all the words.
Yeah, that was a good example though. I just handed you a blank piece of paper. I'm like, here's my whatnot, and you're like, what's in it?
Right. I really wanted to help you, right? And I think you saw that when I'm laying there in bed this morning giving you all that advice. And I was like, look, I could run around with your blank flyer and hand that out and that'll be fine.
Yeah.
And it will work and we'll get a few people in your show. But is that going to help you get the right people in the show? Are people really going to be excited? Are they just going to bookmark and not show up? Now people are invested, by the way. This is what you do. I think this is being like using your influence. You have over 3,000 followers on TikTok. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's a huge audience, right? So now you can go, no, it is. It's a huge audience. If we go back, if you rewind 5 years, the idea that you could create a video that's going to go out to 3,000 people, right, that have decided to follow you, or you can click on a live and you can get 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 people to come in, or 10 or 50 or 20, who knows? I don't know how many you can get. It's crazy and it's free. So now you just go on and you engage people in the process like you've just done. You didn't realize this when you came on. Maybe you did. I don't know. But you just did marketing for your show because you came on here.
So.
And that's what that's the magic of social media. Invite people into your journey, right? And say, hey, I want you to be a part of this. I want you to vote on these items, right? So you're actually doing your first show better than I'm doing my first show because I didn't ask people to vote on these things. And I probably freaking should have.
Okay. Someone said they want that Harley shirt. Well, come to my whatnot on Monday the 24th at 3:00 and bid on it.
So Amy, go live sometime later on this week as you're selecting items, right? And be like, hey, I'm just going through some of my inventory. I wanted to share with you some of the items I'm thinking about putting on the show. What do you think? And let people be involved in the process because then they're going to want to see the process through. They're going to want to see the show and how it goes because they were involved. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, she wants a snack. She just woke up. She's like, snack. She's saying, snack. Okay.
So my sister, she's watching over on YouTube right now. She says the first time streaming is always nerve-wracking. Once you get going, it's not bad. You got this, Amy.
Thank you.
My sister runs, she's been a guest on a lot of different podcasts, but she also has run a podcast for a long time too. So.
Yeah. Okay. My whatnot name is Thrifty Amy. The same. I changed it on here too. Because Chris told me to. So, and I changed my eBay name. So now they're all Thrifty Amy. Spelled Ayme. Because I have crazy parents.
Did you add a link, by the way, in your bio so people can just go and find you?
I will.
Okay.
I've been on your live. I will.
Cool.
Like that?
You're doing great. I mean, think you've already taken like 10 steps today to get ready for your show.
Okay. I'm all up in my head, but I think I got this.
And this is when you're really winning in business, is if you can, if you create your operation to actually be your marketing.
Right. Want that?
So that's what we did today is we turned your operation, your decision-making about what's going on to the show. We made that your marketing because you did it live and you hung out with some people, and there's 55 people watching on here and 5 more people watching on YouTube and Facebook. I know YouTube and Facebook, this isn't as entertaining as if you could see Amy and the stuff, but this is just the way it is. So thanks for hanging in there. But that's it. You made your operation your marketing, and that's magic. Okay.
I really appreciate it. So you've been very helpful. Everyone in the chat's been very nice. Thank you. Very motivating. So
close this down right now, and thank you for coming on there. This is a lot of fun, and thank you for letting me like critique. Thanks to letting everybody kind of express their opinion. That's really awesome. But now you get to close the show with your call to action, your like why people are going to join, what are your top giveaways, and what are your items, and what's the date and time, and how and what's the call to action.
I will have a TikTok later today. I can't do it right this second. I got to feed her lunch and stuff, but give me like a couple of hours and I will do it.
I like it. We're going to watch out for that first video marketing your show. We're excited about it. We'll see you on June the 24th, Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'm excited.
Yep. Thank you.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.
I don't know how to kick her out. Oh, she kicked herself out. So that worked out nicely. Thanks everyone for hanging out on YouTube and Facebook too. I know you couldn't see Thrifty Amy, but she's getting set up for her first Whatnot show on Monday the 24th. So she came on, she's got the toddler, she's balancing the toddler, just doing real life stuff, and she's making decisions about her Whatnot show while she's nervous. How cool is that to come on? She asked for, advice and feedback from me and from all of the people in the chat, and you gave it to her. And she, it's tough to like go live and ask people to critique your crap. And we did. We critiqued her stuff. We gave her feedback. We chose some giveaways. And I did that, and we did that. I know y'all did that too. It was us that did that, but we did that because we really want Amy to be successful in her first show and then learn from that first show and make the second and third show even better. But we did that also because I know some of you put emojis in the chat earlier on saying that you're thinking about doing Whatnot too. So I wanted you to kind of see one way that you can consider making some decisions about your own Whatnot show and how to get your marketing straight and all that stuff, your screen name, your link in bio, all that stuff. And like what the description is of your show, what's the description of your Whatnot account is going to look like, getting more specific and all that stuff. So as of what any like good sort of teacher would be, and I'm not doing this to try to be what's the word? I'm not doing this to try to be like pushy or to try to teach you or treat you like children or whatever like that. But I will ask you, like, what's one like takeaway? We've been talking about Whatnot for a while, and this is especially for the people who are thinking about doing Whatnot. If you're thinking about doing Whatnot, I want you to down below in the chat, put something down below in the chat that you learned from this conversation today. And I'm not doing this to make me feel good. I'm doing this because if you have to type it out, if you have to say it, you haven't learned it until you've sort of typed out your thought or written down your thought or said your thought out loud. So I'm encouraging you to put something that you learned that you're going to use to apply to your own Whatnot show. Put that down below in the chat. That's good learning, being a good active learner. We're going to ship out a pair of Levi's. Thank you, Amy, for coming on if you're still in the chat. That was really, really fun for me. Thank you for letting all of us be part of your journey. It's exciting. Thank you for letting me beat you up a little bit and challenge you and push you to be better. So this is going to be a Poshmark sale. I didn't mark this as sold on my spreadsheet yet, did I? I probably did not. I didn't print out the shipping label. I didn't do a thank you card. I didn't do any of the things. Get with the program, Chris. Let's do all of those things. I'm going to ship a couple of items here. I got one eBay sale going out the door. I got one Poshmark going out the door. We already shipped a t-shirt and 2 bags of coffee. That's my day. Organized, thinking seriously and being confident about doing Whatnot. I like that, Sparkling Hope Finds. Making your operation your marketing. I love that, T. Georgie. Not letting me pin it. Oh, we are supposed to pin something from Big E. What are we supposed to pin, Big E? Thanks everyone for being really positive and giving Amy some feedback too. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome. Nice job, Amy. You got homework. Always homework. The magic never happens in the conversation or the coaching. The magic happens in the homework afterwards. She's got work to do. She's got to create that first video. Doesn't matter how great her first whatnot show is. If she doesn't have the language for it, she doesn't have the flyer for it, she doesn't have the video for it. Doesn't matter how great it is. It's good marketing and a good operation together that make magic. Don't want to be that artist that doesn't know how to sell stuff. Doesn't matter how great the art is. She does have a great smile. Consistency. Live is blurry. Be yourself and not general. Get the audience invested. Make your operation your marketing. Thinking about seriously. Confident about whatnot. Organize. That's a good one. Not letting me pin it. Soap site. I don't see the soap site. You might be putting in something that it's filtering out, Biggie. If you put in a website, it's probably filtering it out. So put in website name dot as in DOT and then com, if that makes sense. If you're putting in a website, it's probably filtering you out. We can't see it. You might be able to see it on your chat, but we can't see the website. It's filtering out the website. Your live got fuzzy. Is it fuzzy? I don't know. I can't tell. Correct, Bush Mama. Yes, do what Bush Mama just did. That's usually good advice in life. Do what Bush Mama did down below. Thanks everyone for hanging out over here on YouTube and Facebook. I know you couldn't see Amy. You couldn't see Amy like working through what she's working through. She's excited about her live. You didn't see that. You also didn't see the baby or the toddler hanging out. I've got another sale too I'm going to grab. It's out of the closet here. I think this is it right here. I am happy to get rid of these shoes. This is a retail arbitrage play that did not go as planned. I picked up a couple of Merrill. These are Gridway new in box boots. These sold on eBay. Kind of a cool boot, like a sneaker boot style. The bottoms are cool. Vibram soles, so good quality soles on those. I think they're a good size, if I remember correct, too. Size 10, US 10, which is a good men's size. Brand new with tags. I think I bought these at Ross or Marshall's. I'll look it up in a second. These sold on eBay. Full asking price, though, so that's good. I bought 2 pairs of those. They both took forever to sell. The other pair, I think I took a pretty good low offer just to get them moved. These 5'11 Levi's, they're size 36-30. Just like a middle of the road size, almost a big size. I consider 38 plus a big size. So this is almost a big size. 5'11. I like my gray Levi's. They tend to sell better for me than do the blue ones. I sell the blue ones too, but on average, the gray ones gray or black tends to sell a little bit quicker. This is going out to Brianne in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. Do we have any Pennsylvania in the house? Y'all do me a favor a little bit. We kind of had some like slow moving action, some transitions from one thing to the next. One thing that will help out a lot is if each of you can just we got 46 people in the live here. If you can just tap the screen like 20 times, just give a little flurry. If everybody does that, this kind of feeds the algorithm a little bit. You might drop some comments down below and say something like, "This is fun," or something like that. Just drop that down below. 20 taps. One thing in the chat, and that kind of wakes up the algorithm a little bit. You confuse the algorithm a little bit when you kind of change context switch a little bit. So let's feed that beast. Appreciate y'all for doing that. I see the likes coming in. We're at 9.3, 9.4. Thank you. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, the same thing helps. If you do hit the like button, if you put a comment down below in the chat, it kind of wakes the algorithm back up. Somewhere between Pittsburgh and State College. Thanks for getting those comments down below. Thanks for tapping the screen. Quick 9.8K likes. Thank y'all. Okay, we got a comment pinned. Thank you, Chris and Big E. Oh, Carol Ann's in the house. That's your soap, right? Oh, there it is. It's carolannscreations.com for the soaps. So these soaps smell so freaking good. Everyone, even if you're not going to go like buy a soap right now, you're not thinking about it right now. If you just go to that website right now, leave it open in a tab so that later on when you have some time and you're like, you know what, it's probably time for a shower, keep that tab open so you can go back to Carol Ann's Creations or just like bookmark it in your browser. So the next time you're thinking about soaps, this one's bourbon sandalwood. I wasn't sure about that one when I chose it, but I think that one's my favorite one. You know, bourbon sandalwood. I'm like, is that going to clean me? That's soap, but it actually smells really, really good. It's got like a nice kind of sweet, natural smell to it. I don't know how to describe it, but I think that one's my favorite. I haven't cleansed myself with that soap yet, but I have a feeling it's good. And Carol Ann, if you want to let us know a little bit too, share a little bit about your business since you're here in the chat. I think that's you, right? Working on the Buy It Now site, be done in a couple of days. Just call number. Gotcha. Let us know a little bit about your business. People loved it. Like we had a lot of small business owners here in the live right now, right? So you might think like, hey, this is a whole bunch of reseller people. They don't get me. But we're all small business owners, largely running our businesses out of our houses, out of our garages, and out of our storage units. So yeah, I mean, we can relate to what you're doing, and we're all interested as entrepreneurs in the product that you have too. Down below in the chat, put an emoji, put a soap emoji or any kind of emoji if you take showers. Because if you take showers, then you are a customer for Carol Ann Creations. You might even like a lavender orange. If you take showers, drop an emoji down below in the chat. Sister Stephanie takes showers. She put heart emojis in the chat. If you take showers, you should be a customer for soap. That's what's a really cool thing about a product like soap. If you ask me from an entrepreneur perspective, is everybody should be taking showers. Hopefully people take showers more frequently than I do, but everybody does it eventually. Some people are complaining about a blurry camera. So I'm going to, just in case, I'm going to wipe off the front here. How was that? Was that fun? Maybe that worked. You can wash your hair with it. Also helps with many things. I don't really have much hair to wash. Look at that. People are putting soaps. There's only a few people who actually take showers because I encourage people to put emojis down below. So now we can judge the people who didn't put emojis down below because we know that they don't shower. Getting Jeannie a thank you card. Gratitude is a big part of my day. Sharing gratitude for Jeannie because she's one of the people that's paying rent this month. Thank you, Jeannie. Appreciate you. I'm on a laptop without a soap emoji. Well, to put some kind of shout, you can put some kind of emoji down there. Becky's got all the emojis. I like all those. What's that last one? Oh, it's hair. Is that hair? A lotion dispenser. Sorry, Chris, a call came in. I didn't hear your report on the soaps. Carol Ann, the soap smells super, super delicious. But if you want to take this platform, we have a bunch of small business owners here and entrepreneurs in the room. So people can relate with what you're doing. They also take showers. They just put emojis. So if you want to share a little bit about your business, how did you get into selling soaps? Yeah, why did you choose soaps for your business model? Just share a little bit. People like the Batman Begins story, so to speak. How did Carol Ann get into soaps? And what do we need to know about your soaps? So you can buy a lot of soaps at the grocery store, right? There's probably what is it, like a half an aisle at the grocery store? There's probably 1,000 soap options, right? It's overwhelming. It's the American way. So I have way too many options. Why are people going to be fascinated about Carol Ann's Creations soaps? I am, because they smell really good, but you can't smell through the camera. But you can use language to kind of paint the picture if you want to. I'm just throwing it out there. Quick question on eBay. If the buyer doesn't pay for an item, does it affect in any way the seller? No, it won't hurt you at all. It won't change your metrics except for just being annoying. There are 1,000 soap options, but the only one I'm allowed to use is Dove Unscented. Gotcha. Who set those rules on you? Wayne Showers. Is the mower lady still there? She's not. She might have already left. She drove off. Her name's Chris. but you can call her the mower lady. I'm working on her to do some TikToks for her soaps. I would watch those. For the record, hey, would be easy shipping using Poshmark up to 5 pounds on one label. Bush Mom, since she didn't have payment buying option on her site, maybe a Poshmark. Yeah, the challenge with running I like that advice, Bush Mama. I don't think Poshmark is her best option. If you're going to be running, and I'll use I statements right now. So I have products to sell. I have coffee. I have t-shirts, right? These are my products that I sell. I don't put those items on eBay and Poshmark because Poshmark's going to take 20% of the sale and eBay's going to take something like 13% of the sale. I sell them on my own website because the people who are going to be buying my coffee and my shirts are probably not randos from eBay who are just stumbling across it. Maybe the shirts, I don't know, maybe they would. But the reason you're paying those fees is because you're paying to get somebody to drive traffic to your product. And the same reason why you might sell on Amazon. And I don't know if she sells on Amazon or not. I think the best bet for Carol Ann, and I'll use I statements this here, sorry, I won't make advice, I'll just share my story, is to make a website that has inexpensive hosting fees. So I use Big Cartel. It costs me $10 a month for hosting fees. That's it. I pay $10 a month. And I give them 2.9% of each purchase plus 30 cents. So 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction for each sale. And that's the payment processing fees is what I pay them. I would rather do that than pay 20% on Poshmark. It takes away a big part of the margin. Doing soaps like that, especially like a small batch thing like that and small batch roasted coffee, there's not a ton of margin. So if you knock 20% off the top or 13% off the top, you're really chewing up the margin. You'd have to do a real lot of volume. And there is a model to do that. Lorenzo, thank you so much. You could do that. And I did make the decision to put my coffee and my t-shirts up on Whatnot, but I went back and forth on it because Whatnot takes 8% plus 2.9% plus 30 cents for each transaction. So it ends up being 10.9% plus 30 cents. Still cheaper than eBay, still cheaper than Poshmark. But the reason I made the decision to do that is because the people who are coming into those Whatnot shows, those are my people. And I want them to have the opportunity to connect with my brand in that way. And it allows me to get a little bit more volume. So hopefully Whatnot adds volume to things like t-shirts and things like coffee so that I don't really care so much that I'm giving up some of my margin because hopefully it bumps up my volume enough. Mike Lorenzo, how are you? What's your plan to take over the world today, brother? Good to have you in here. What about TikTok? I got to do some more research about TikTok Shop. I'm intrigued. It's on my list of things to do. Made over 1,200 bars since September of 2022. That's pretty impressive. That's an impressive business. I'm just looking like September 2022. So that's this past September. So we're talking about 6, 7, 8, like a 10 month span of time. We still got July, August, 10 month span of time, 1,200 bars of soap. Pretty impressive right there. But that's still a small business and you're still talking about small batch, right? So that means she's not, I'm guessing, I don't know, Carol Ann, but I'm guessing you're not doing like big production line sort of stuff. You're probably not offsiting your business so that somebody else is doing a lot of production for you, which means that you have higher cost per unit. So to cut out 20% by putting it on Poshmark, although it would help with volume perhaps, it's going to cut off a ton of your margin. So that's why I should just use I statements. The reason that I don't put my coffee on Poshmark is because if I cut out 20% of my margin, I'm basically just wasting my time. I'm just shipping, basically just be shipping coffee to people for fun at that point. There's just not enough margin there. It'd be different if I was, pumping out 2,000 bags a month, like something like Dynamite probably does directly, but I'm just not there. It lasts a very long time because I use sodium instead of oil for the lye content. That's awesome. That's a good selling point that this soap lasts a very long time. She's getting ready to hopefully go into production. That's awesome. So yeah, my suggestion to anybody, not Carol Ann. Carol Ann, I have a feeling she's got this dialed, but my suggestion to anybody who's going to do their own product would be to consider not running it off of eBay. I've seen some other resellers, they sell their merch on eBay. I'm like, well, why are you doing that? Because you're giving away basically an extra 11% of your margin. But the people like randos aren't buying reseller merch on eBay. You're paying for the traffic to go to buy your item by paying eBay the fees. You can get a website that hosts your item and you drive traffic to your own product. So if I was Lion Creek Boutique, for example, I wouldn't be selling these koozies on eBay because randos on eBay that don't know who he is, aren't going to buy a freaking koozie with his beautiful face on it. I mean, I would, but they're not going to buy this, a random person. The people who are going to buy this are people he knows. So he should put them on his own website and drive traffic to that website. He's the one that's going to get people to buy it. Essentially, you're using a salt bar. It's not going to melt unless you sit in water. That's interesting. Very interesting. It took a 2-month pause. Gotcha. Okay. The margin of the kite buggies I make equals negative profit at all. Gotcha. I think I might need more context on what you're saying there, 929, but I think I get what you're saying. It's a very long time because I use sodium. Okay, gotcha. What about TikTok shop? Hey, bud. Appreciate the gifts. Thanks for jumping in with gifts. Micro of the soap suds very quickly. You don't have to use much pH balance. I like it. Wayne says, I need a shower. I was walking around the outdoor flea market for 2 hours. 92 degrees in New Jersey. That's warm up there. Did you find anything cool, Wayne, at the outdoor flea market? If she did them in the shower, she would get lots of views. Sparkly, come on now, will you? Dove for me too. It soothes eczema, psoriasis, acne, etc. The soaps have been available for over 10 years. Gotcha. Caroline, we got some people in the chat, and we're not here to prove people wrong. That's not it. But we got some people in the chat who said, like, hey, I just use, I only use Dove, for whatever reason, probably some like skin, racks or some other things. I'd be curious to hear, why might somebody who says I only use Dove, why might they consider using Carol Ann's Creations? And because I have a feeling that there's probably some misconceptions about, I get that a lot about Dove. I'd be curious, like I think there's probably some misconceptions about the value of Dove. I got to plug in my phone, by the way. So Facebook and YouTube, I'll be back in a second here. My charger's on the other side of the house. I'll be right back. Take me like a minute. My understanding of the natural Procter & Gamble doesn't need my money to survive. They're good. They're rich. Their operation will survive without me. But a local soap business like Carol Ann's Creations, my purchase, by the way, these were free for me, so I appreciate it a ton. I'm really excited about using them and then buying some, and then maybe giving them away here on one of the labs. That'd be really fun. But the reason, like, I know Carol Ann, each order from me makes a difference for Carol Ann, or will make a difference for Carol Ann. Unilever does not care. It's not gonna change their day one little bit. So I buy local anyway. And somebody was sharing with this lately. I like this language. They were saying that company doesn't need my business, so why am I going to support them? They're fine without me. They're good. But Carol Ann needs, as a small business, every order makes a big difference, So I choose to support local as much as I possibly can. But I have a feeling there's more to it, right? CarolAnn'sCreations.com. Go check out CarolAnn'sCreations.com. That's what we're talking about. Carol Ann, the actual Carol Ann from Carol Ann's Creations, is here in the chat telling us about soaps, educating us. I freaking love it. But I have a feeling that people think that like Dove is better. Okay, so here's what Carol Ann says, the idea of like, I only use Dove. Says, I tell them they want a soap that lasts, ? You don't need a moisturizer afterwards, ? I like it. So it sounds like you're saying if you shower with this soap, you don't need to then go purchase a separate product to moisturize. The soap's going to do the moisturization for you. Am I getting that right? It replaces shampoo, conditioner, and lotion. There you go. Lola's in the house. We're talking soaps. No Caladryl. You can use it for insect bites, mosquitoes. Scrub on for 1 minute and it pulls out the bee sting. I just need it to be moisturizing and unscented. Correct, Chris. What about that? Andrew said it moisturizes and unscented. Tell me that, because we got some scents here that are just off the chains. But these are natural scents, right? You're using, I think the reason you need unscented probably, Andrew, my guess is because the scents are like chemical products that are added to it. But these are like, this is probably like lavender oil, right? That makes this. She also has unscented, so there you go. But there's also like, these are natural flavors. The reason that you're told to use unscented, Andrew, is likely because the scents that you're getting from Unilever or in Procter & Gamble, they're not natural like these. Coconut oil based. Mountain flower. What gives it the mountain flower scent? Like, what's that ingredient in the rice milk? This is the one I'm not sure about. I have essential oils and fragrances. Whatever inflames. So can you respond to that comment, Caroline? So you also carry essential oils and fragrances? If people would already know that, what's the favorite thing? If you're watching this, what's your favorite thing that you've seen on carolannscreations.com? And somebody's got to pin that comment, probably Biggie again. What's the favorite scent that you saw on the website? What's the favorite product? What did you go over there and see that you're excited about? That's your homework assignment. What's one thing you saw over there? A really cool scent or a really cool product that gets you excited? All right, we shipped out another item somehow amidst this this soap conversation. Eucalyptus mint. Ooh. Is that a suggestion for Andrew to use the eucalyptus mint? And thank you, Andrew, for appreciate you being honest and just saying like, hey, I have these things. I have eczema and psoriasis, so I need a soap that's good with that. So thanks for just being honest about that and just coming out and saying it. Is that a real scent, 99? Men's sawdust scent? Or are you just being funny? That sounds, I'm honestly asking. Thank you for pinning that. carolannscreations.com. Go check it out and just let me know what's like one scent on there that intrigues you or one product that she has on there that intrigues you. And maybe bookmark the site or leave that tab open. Maybe when you're soap shopping at some point in the next couple of days, you might say, oh yeah, I'm going to go to that site instead of supporting Procter & Gamble, Procter & Gamble and Unilever, these companies that don't know who I am and really don't need my money. They're fine. They're good without me. Support someone local, which every incremental sale makes a big difference. It pays the rent. Speaking of, whoever bought these Merrills, brand new in box, on eBay is helping pay the rent this month. You know, yesterday y'all supported my show. Many of you came and bought something. And I shipped out 67 packages, mostly packages to people who I actually know who they are, and that means a lot to me. So I took a picture out of my front porch yesterday and posted it on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. I don't think I posted it on YouTube. I still need to do that. But I posted this picture. I was so happy that I got all those sales yesterday because it pays my rent. It really was an awesome day. It was a record day of sales. I've never shipped that many items. And I think that's the biggest dollar amount sales for one day that I've ever had before. It was amazing. So I posted a picture about it. You think if you buy a bar of soap from Unilever, that they're freaking posting a picture of your package out on their front porch? You think that that's happening with Unilever or Procter & Gamble by supporting them? I don't think so. Caroline might post one if you go and support her business. Get some soaps. Oh, Sparkly, you don't have to you don't have to buy to make me appreciate you. You being there for that live on Tuesday was plenty for me. That was plenty. That was 2 nights ago. I think I said yesterday, but 2 nights ago. Appreciate that so much. You being there. You don't have to buy something, but you being there is awesome. That support is cool. Right. Anyway, these Merrills sold. I've had them forever. We'll go over the stats in a second. They sold on eBay. I don't know how I'm going to ship these out. We're going to have to actually look at a couple different options to see based on where they're going, what's going to be the cheap option here. Oh, these are going to Hendersonville, North Carolina. That's literally 15 minutes away. I should just drop them off at their house. How about that? Uh-oh, we got an order that just came in. Uh-oh. Allison with an order. What do we got going to Allison? Thank you for your order, Allison. Going up to Pennsylvania with a bag of Peak Blend coffee, the whole bean, going out the door. Thank you so much. Whole bean, actually. Yeah, it's both. Whole bean coffee. That's the whole bean right there. Carry close to 60 cents. That's crazy for a small business to have that much variety, that many different SKUs. Super, super impressive. We're going to ship out these Merrills in a minute, but as always, I don't care what I'm doing. I'm going to stop what I'm doing when I get an order. If you order coffee or t-shirts through chris@peak.com, there's a link up above. You can click on my name, bring you right to my website. If you order coffee or a t-shirt, we're going to stop what we're doing. We're going to ship it out on the live. Big dose of gratitude. Which platform are you watching on right now? Allison, where are you at? What platform? I'm assuming you're watching live. Ben's watching live over on YouTube. What's up, Ben? What is the website again for the soap? Somebody's going to have to pin it. It's probably way up above now. I think it's carolandscreations.com, but somebody's going to pin it again for you, Monster Joe. I will send you the list. Awesome. And from the website, I think there's a way. Do they text you to buy? Do they call you to buy? How does that work? Let's walk them through the process here. And should we give somebody like some kind of deal if they want to go buy some soap right now? Give them 1% off a purchase or something. I'm just throwing it out there. Don't feel any pressure to do that, but maybe if we want to get somebody to try the soaps, we can give them some kind of deal. Buy 2, get 1 free. I don't know. Throwing it out there. You don't have to listen. It's just ideas. We're entrepreneurs talking, supporting each other's businesses. Allison. Get you a thank you card, Allison. Where are you watching at? TikTok, Allison Main. Thanks so much for your purchase. Appreciate you. Is this your first order of Chris@Peak Coffee? And you got the whole bean, so something tells me you're serious about your coffee. You're grinding it yourself at home. So you got to tell us, what's the apparatus you use? How do you brew your coffee? And then how do you prepare it? Cream, sugar, 1.5 Splendas. What's your deal? Espresso maker, French press. How are you making it? Excited to try it. That's awesome. Thanks for your first purchase. I think you're really going to like it. But of course I'm going to say that. But it's Kim and I's favorite coffee. So there's a reason we didn't just partner with any company for any coffee and just sort of pump out coffee to followers because we're going to do a cash grab. No, it's Kim and I's favorite coffee from our favorite roaster right here in Black Mountain, North Carolina. Little taste of the mountains. It's fair trade. It's organic. They do coffee right. We freaking love it. That's what it comes down to. We love it. It's our favorite coffee. So that's the one that we put our label on. Simple, right? So I think you're going to like it too. Ooh, a Mocha Master. All right. So those Mocha Masters, I've been looking at them. I've been pricing them out. Those are expensive, but those are legit. Those are so cool. Which Mocha Master model do you have? I'm curious. I'm going to geek out about this. I buy soaps from Farmers Market, all natural, great scent, supporting a local artist. Love that, pretty kitty. Love that. Yay, coffee. I think I will make another cup of coffee. I need another cup myself. This morning, I'm drinking another roast from Dynamite. I'm drinking their it's their seasonal light roast, and right now we're in the summer season, so it's the Bolivian summer. It's called Apro Cafe from Bolivia, and it is delicious. We don't do a lot of light roasts, but we've been trying some recently. This is the first bag I've ever bought of their summer seasonal, and honestly, we really like it. Kim and I were talking about it yesterday. We're watching the fireflies out front. We're sitting on the front patio talking about the coffee, and it's freaking good. But we're also experimenting with brewing it a little bit differently, because a lighter roast, we would typically do the Peak blend, the medium roast. We'd let that sit in the French press brewing for 7 or 8 minutes. It's pretty typical for us. But today I experimented and I did it in 4 minutes, and I actually liked it with a little bit less of a brew on it. Allison, this is going up to you. It's got to go out today. It's Thursday to Pennsylvania. I'm thinking you're going to get this on Saturday. You got a shipping confirmation in your inbox with the tracking number. Thinking you're going to get it Saturday. If you don't get it Saturday, you're probably going to get it Monday, but I think Saturday. Appreciate you so much. We have the Techie Vorm. I'm going to look up that right now. I'm going to look that up right now. What is the website for the soap? Can somebody pin the soap website again? It's pretty far up, I think. It's crazy. She's got 60 cents. Support local, y'all. Allison just supported local. You think if you buy coffee from Starbucks that was roasted sometime in 2022, and by the time it made it to the shelf at your local grocery store, that December 2022 roasted coffee from Starbucks, do you think that the owner of Starbucks is gonna thank Allison if Allison went and bought that Starbucks? Do you think that owner is gonna thank Allison? No, because it makes no difference to Starbucks. They're gonna be fine either way. There's, the owner of Starbucks is a millionaire. The CEO is a millionaire. The VPs are probably millionaires, right? They don't care whether Allison bought that coffee or not. They're not gonna go on TikTok live and thank you publicly in front of 25 people that are on TikTok and 8 people are on YouTube and Facebook. They're not going to do that because it makes no difference. They don't care. They don't even know who you are, Allison. But Allison, we know who you are. This means a lot. Thank you so much for your order. I think you're going to like the coffee too. It was roasted on Thursday. That Starbucks stuff, it's fine. But it was roasted like December of 2022 probably. And they don't know who you are. And they didn't shout you out on the live. They don't appreciate you deeply, and it didn't make a difference in their rent payment that month on their mansion. Peak coffee every time. Thank you, Andrew. To your point of being your own hype man, you need to pretend like you are drinking a peak coffee. I don't mind supporting. So, yeah, I don't mind supporting Dynamite too. Dynamite's the people who I partner with on this coffee, and they roast the coffee and they do the hard work. They travel all over the world to these farms and they select all these different coffees. I'd be crazy if I wasn't promoting Dynamite's business too and all their roasts. It's really good. So me promoting Dynamite and all the good work they do to me is also promoting my business, but it's promoting a local business. I've been drinking their coffee forever. I wasn't drinking their coffee when we lived in Denver and when we lived in Florida because I wasn't local. I didn't realize that they shipped, by the way. I could have been drinking their coffee that whole time. I just had no idea that they shipped it. But we drank it when we were here the last time, and we love it. I mean, we love supporting Dynamite. Dynamite has woken us up many a days in this house and the previous houses that we lived in. So they've been a part of our life. They're good. I just switched from gas station to whole bean drip. Big step up. Appreciate that, Ben. You save you some money too, by the way. Buying premium coffee ain't cheap. I get that. But when you're buying gas station coffee every day, even cheap coffee at the gas station ends up being more than a bag of peak blends. And whoever roasted that coffee for that gas station does not know who you are, Ben, and does not care if you buy the coffee or not. They're fine. Allison, you are awesome. And Biggie, if you want to pin that comment again for Carol Ann's website, because the soaps smell delicious. I'm excited about it. Thank you, Allison. We're going to ship out these Merrill shoes now on eBay. It's getting late. I got to get off here pretty soon. I want to go to the thrift store. But I did want to hang out with you, and I really want Thrifty Amy's first whatnot to go off really well. I'm going to go check, by the way, see if y'all did your homework. Go follow her. I think her first whatnot show, she's got some good inventory. That's really important too. If you drive 1 million people to your show, you have a really great marketing program, but people get in there and your giveaways are just old inventory, stale inventory that didn't sell. Got up to 35 bookmarks. How cool are y'all? She took all our advice, by the way, too. You shared advice with her. She updated her description up above, got more specific. We got 35 bookmarks on Thrifty Amy's first show. It's June 24th. It's 3 p.m. She's got both men's and women's clothing. She's going to give away a Lily Pulitzer. She's going to give away a Christmas in July shirt, which is really sick. So now her title says, I have men's and women's clothing, top brands such as Lululemon, Lilly Pulitzer, I'm saying that wrong probably, The North Face, Peter Millar, and more. A variety of sizes and styles. That's so much better. She's got her face in the picture, which is the same profile picture as it's on her TikTok. Now we're going. Now we got it going. Let Carol Ann do a giveaway on your whatnot. If she wants to, I don't want to push her around. But if she wants to, we can absolutely do that. We can absolutely. I didn't talk to her about this before the show. In fact, I haven't met Carol Ann before. This is Biggie. This is Biggie Eric's girlfriend. So we haven't met yet. So I don't want to push her around. I know her soaps smell really good. That's what I know. And I know Biggie likes her. So he speaks really highly of her. So I trust Biggie. I am down for a giveaway. Cool. Let's do it. My vote would be let's do it. Let's do it another day would be my vote. Because right now we've been context switching. I've been on here a long time. This is out of my normal time slot. I'm usually on 9:30 to 10:30 or 9:30 to 11. So I'm past my normal time slot. So my normal crowd has moved on to other things and gone on their other stuff. And we've done a lot of switching. So the algorithm's super confused. We've been talking about soap. We've been talking about whatnot. We had a guest on here. We've been talking about shipping. We've been talking about coffee. We've been talking about thrifting is my cardio t-shirts. The freaking algorithm does not know what to do with this live right now. So we just don't have a lot of people in here. I want to get people to be really excited about your giveaway and your soaps. I want to drive people to your website and stuff. I think we've done our job today. I think the people that are in here are checking it out. And I appreciate y'all checking out Carol Ann's soaps. But I say let's do it another day and we can talk offline. Eric knows how to get in touch with me. Just shoot me a text and let me know when you want to get on here, how we want to do it. We'll get it right. We'll do it when we get a bunch of people in here. You know what I mean? I want you to get a good bang for your buck. I'll do a giveaway for the top 2 bars. You heard it here first. We'll set it up. Let's set it up offline. Let's do all that. I'm excited about it. I appreciate you being here in the chat and talking about your business because you got a bunch of entrepreneurs in this chat, a bunch of people who are thinking about doing it, a bunch of side hustlers, a bunch of people with hobby businesses, and some of us who are doing this full time. But so yeah, I think you are adding so much fun to the conversation, getting people to think about products. And I'll use I statements here. I'm thinking a lot about products because I got the coffee. I got them, the t-shirts, right? I'm thinking a lot about products, my own products too. So it's really fun for me to have you in here. Someone who's a few steps ahead of me in that game. What did you say? 1,200 bars already. That's crazy. All right. So I can ship this to Hendersonville. Let's just make sure we get our rates in here, right? So that's going to go out at a 3-pound rate. It's 2 pounds and 1 ounce. So anything over 2 pounds means it's a 3-pound rate. So let's see what our options are. And I got to do the measurements because the measurements matter, especially for the FedEx and UPS options. I really don't want to do FedEx or UPS because they don't pick this stuff up at my front door. So it'll be 14 by 10, maybe 11, 14 by 11 by 6. Speaking of the algorithm being confused and the crowd dwindling, appreciate everybody being here. If you just give the screen 10 quick taps and maybe drop a comment, say hi down in the chat. If you do those 2 things, if everyone does that, just 10 taps and a hi down in the comments, that just boosts the algorithm a little bit. Helps me out, get a couple more people in here. We get 17,000 likes. Appreciate y'all. All right. So FedEx home delivery will be $10.92. UPS ground will be $7. Whoa, that's cheap. And USPS priority will be $7. So we're going to do USPS priority mail for $7. I just got to get I'm going to put this in a bag. Check this out, y'all. I'm going to use a 19 by 14 poly bag. This might fit in this, or we'll see. This might fit in this. So therefore, I don't have to use a box, add weight, add bulk. And it might go at a soft pack rate, which is often called the box in a bag rate on pirateship.com. So we might even do that. But let's first see if this will fit in. They're boots, so they might not. No, they don't fit in 19 by 14. I do have an 18 by 18, but those bags start getting expensive because I don't buy them in bulk. when you buy shipping products and you only buy like 50 or 60 of them. Oh, we're gonna, neighbor Chris is back. So we're gonna give neighbor Chris a soap. Caroline, if you're still in here, let me know which soap we should give to neighbor Chris. I'm going to try the soap. I can let her choose, I suppose. Let's just do that. Should I have all this stuff?
Calls at this point. Awesome.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. No, I swear, I didn't see it. I've been on a lot. I lose the change. Do I seem like the type of guy that reject money? If y'all aren't having fun today, sorry. I'm having fun today. We had to give neighbor Chris soap. She took the bourbon sandalwood soap, courtesy of Carol Ann's Creations. She seems pretty pumped about it too. She also paid us for a bag of coffee, and here was our payment for the coffee. I know Facebook and YouTube couldn't see this, but now you can. Here's our payment for coffee. This is real life. She's like, here you go. That's the world. Let's let the algorithm go crazy with that now, as if the algorithm knew what was going on in the first place. Now we're going to add. You're welcome. You're welcome. She's great. She's our landlord too. She lets us stay here. We pay her sometimes on time. It's the 13th of the month. We're good. I don't have to pay her yet. Oh my gosh. What did I miss? What can I put in my beard odor? Hi, yay. Neighbor. Hi, neighbor. Beard oil, soap. Bob Jor. Frenchie's in the house. What's up, Frenchie? 929's back. Back with a question. Should I add stuff with set prices or just save it all for the show? Like put some stuff in the buy it nows. It's not a bad idea to put some stuff in the buy it nows. That I think, and I didn't do this. The stuff I put in my buy it nows was coffee and the shirts, right? And it gives people who are in the show another way. Like, say they lost out on a couple auctions, but they really want to like buy something from you and give back. If you put some nice options in the buy it nows and have some nice competitive prices, it allows somebody to like lost a few auctions, right, to go and buy something from you. So I didn't put like any like thrifted inventory in for my buy it nows. I might in the future, because I had those other products that people can buy. Because I want people to try the coffee, that are maybe people who, a lot of people who bought the coffee, by the way, were people that I don't recognize from TikTok or Facebook or YouTube. Like, I don't think they're followers. I think they're new Whatnot followers that came through Whatnot, because there were a lot of names I didn't recognize. So it's an opportunity for people to buy my coffee and get the coffee and drink it and let the operation do the marketing. Hopefully they drink the coffee and really enjoy Peak Blend and come back and buy some more, because they got the thank you card that's got the website and the algorithm on it, or the QR code, algorithm. And but I do think it's a good idea to have some thrifted items in there at good competitive prices so that people who lost out on a couple auctions could buy. FedEx and UPS do not care about use a local courier. I would if it made sense. I could use a local courier. I have a feeling that it's not going to be competitive pricing. So the buy it now is separate from the auction. Yep, you can just have items in your store. And when people click on the bottom right on that little store icon, they can see what auctions are coming up on that day, either during the auction or before the auction. They can see the auction items. They can also see your giveaway items, and they can also see stuff that's available for buy it now. Some of us do not have the same name on Whatnot as here. Yep, I get that too. There are a couple people that I know for a fact came through that Whatnot thing, because they're Whatnot sellers that are there's like some big deal Whatnot sellers that came through with some tips and bought some stuff. So people that I know are big on Whatnot that don't follow me over here on social. So it's an opportunity for me to get some coffee to some new people. It's also an opportunity for me to get to coffee to some followers who just haven't. I don't talk about coffee a lot in my videos. So the people who get to hear me talk about coffee and that even know that I have coffee probably are at my 9:30 live on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. But that's not everybody. A lot of people are at work, right? So a lot of my followers don't even know I have coffee. So me being on at that 7:30 time, 7:30 prime time Eastern. Do that every Tuesday, by the way. If you haven't bookmarked the next 4 shows on Whatnot, I'd love to have you. Got some great giveaways coming up. We're giving away some Salomon shoes next week. Brand new in box. Women's Salomon running shoes, size 7. Check it out. Bookmark my next 4 shows. And while you're doing that, go bookmark Thrifty Amy's first show. She's down below in the chat. She's got to let us know if she put a link in her profile yet to that, so that we can go right through the link. But you can go on to Whatnot and search for Thrifty Amy. Her name's right there below in the chat on TikTok. And I'll put it on YouTube right now. Go bookmark her first show. Search for Thrifty Amy. She spells it, remember, it's Crazy Amy. She spells it with a Y. Which soap did you give her? I gave her the Bourbon Sandalwood is the one that she chose. That was the one I was also the most excited about, but I'm glad that she's getting it. Some of us don't have the same name. Is it easier to do this on a laptop than my phone? Is it easier to do this on a laptop than my phone? If you're adding items one by one, I don't know. I guess it would be a dealer's choice. It just depends. I've done it both ways. I think it's, I don't know, probably equally easy. She's got the link tree. Cool. So you can click on Thrifty Amy's name here in the chat, and you can give her a follow, by the way, here on TikTok. But you can also go over to her Whatnot. She's got a link to her first show. She's also got a link if you haven't joined Whatnot yet. She's got a link for you to get $10 off, I think. If you don't, you gotta get that link in there too. So Aunt Martha and Mom can go support you too. And she changed her name, by the way. She's got the same name now on TikTok as she does on Whatnot. I like it. See? She's really motivated to do a great show. Let's actually ship these Merrills for a change. We gotta find a box for these. Let's find a box. I really don't want to resize something. I'm going to go out to the freaking We're gonna go out to the garage. How many bookmarks do you have for that first show? YouTube and Facebook. I got to go out to the garage. I got to find me a box to throw these Merrills in. You know what? I don't want to do that. I'm just going to put them in an 18 by 18 bag. I could use a recycled box. That would be free, but I have these bags. I'm just going to do that if it fits. These bags are probably 75 cents each or 60 cents each or something because I didn't buy too many of them. See that 18 by 18. See if it fits. I don't even know if it's going to fit. It's going to be close. Oh my gosh, it's going to fit. Nice. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to use that 18 by 18 poly bag. I order those off of eBay from a company called, I got it. Hold on. I just ordered stuff from them yesterday. Oh, man. The Boxery. That's what it is. The Boxery. The Boxery on eBay is where they seem to have their best prices. This is going out to Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. Right down the street in Hendersonville. I would hand deliver it to her, but I got to put a tracking number in here in order for the in order to get paid. Thanks to those of you who just went and followed me over on Whatnot. Appreciate you marking those first 4 shows or the next 4 shows. That was from Mill Rider. Thanks so much, Mill. Thank you, Jennifer, for your order. This helps pay our rent. I like having a roof over my head. Maybe Procter & Gamble is going to see this live, and the CEO is going to go live and thank a bunch of customers today. You think so? All right. I don't think it's going to be cheaper on Pirate Ship. We're going to check it anyway. I have my Pirate Ship integrated with eBay, so I don't have to copy and paste this address back and forth, and I don't have to copy and paste the tracking number. If you can set up your Pirate Ship account so it integrates with eBay, so it'll pull in all of your orders. If my internet was cooperating, this would work seamlessly. Maxwell bookmarked Amy's first show. 929's got smiley faces. Give Peek a smile. I don't think that doesn't seem like that was a popular call to action, 929. But you did it, and I appreciate it. I gotta bail. See you later, Sister Stephanie. Lantis finally woke up. Oh my gosh. Well, it's only 9:30 out in Arizona time. He's doing all right. So I just got to go to import. Go to eBay. Here we go. Get rates. It's got the address already loaded in there. Should have the weight information if I had it entered, which it didn't. 3 pounds, 3 ounces, or 2 pounds, 3 ounces. I already forget the dimensions. Oh, we're going to do bag in a box. Never mind. So it's an 18 by 18. I don't think this is going to be cheaper, but it's worth a try. Internet's slow today. Let's go, internet. You can do it. Thank you for the smileys. 929's been hanging out. Eric's been hanging out. Do you have an eBay store to link? Do you have to have an eBay store to link to Pirate Ship? Nope. Ooh, it is a little bit cheaper. Instead of $7, it'll be $6.85 because I'm using. Oh, that's interesting. It's not even using the cubic soft rate. It's just cheaper because it's the 18 by 18 bag. Go figure. So yeah, we're going to use pirate ship and we're going to save 15 cents from shipping on eBay. I did not expect that. Usually they're the same price, but I also didn't price it on eBay using the bag, but they don't have the bag option on eBay. So that's why. So we're comparing like apples to oranges, so to speak. So this, the buyer already has the tracking number on eBay, even though I haven't copy and pasted the tracking number over there. It's already marked as shipped in eBay, and the buyer's got the tracking. That's the beauty of integrating your pirate ship with your eBay. It makes that process a lot easier. I do that with my big cartel site too. Don't let Dave see compare. Yeah, he's got some weird hang up. I mentioned it to him in that live like a couple weeks ago. He's got some weird hang up about pirate ship not being cheaper. But I mean, hey, that was 15 cents. I was more doing it as sort of like an opportunity to teach and show people another option for shipping, because sometimes it does save money. I wasn't expecting this one to save money. I thought it was going to be the same price, and it ended up being 15 cents cheaper. So I saved on pirate ship for a 2-pound rate yesterday, and I was surprised by that. And this is one of the ways, and Line Creek doesn't know this, I don't think. Line Creek, I don't think, knows about the box in a bag. The box in the bag is good for small, heavy items because it goes by the cubic rate. And what I can do is by putting it in the bag, I just put in the dimensions of the bag, 18 by 18. It's not the dimensions of the bag once you close it. It's the dimensions of the actual bag. This is an 18 by 18 bag. So that's what it's going by. It doesn't care about the weight. It's just the dimensions of the bag. That's what it goes by. I don't think he knows that rate, but it's great I use it for new in box shoes fairly frequently. And it's even better when they can fit in a 19 by 14 bag, and you got to enter it as 18 by 14 because they don't technically allow 19 by 14, but 18 is the biggest dimension you can use for that box in a bag rate. So I use these 18 by 14 bags, and I can ship most shoes. These are boots though, so they weren't going to work for that. But because it's a dimensional rate, the 19 by 14 is cheaper than the 18 by 18, if that makes sense. And it's really, you got to put in 18 by 14. I just can't find 18 by 14 bags. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Usually when you're closing the bag, it ends up being smaller than 19 anyway. So, but that's what you're supposed to do. I saved $1 yesterday by using pirate ship. There you go. I don't think he realizes that you can integrate it too. So he's like, why am I going to spend all that time copying and pasting information back and forth? I'm like, you don't have to. You just open up. I just have pirate ship open up pretty much all the time because I use it for big cartel anyway. But I don't think he realizes that you can integrate it either. So he means well by saying, don't bother with pirate ship. It's dumb. He means well, but he doesn't know about this rate. The the soft pack rate is what they call, but a lot of resellers call it the box in a bag rate, but it's called the soft pack cubic rate. He doesn't know about that. And he also doesn't know about the integration with eBay. So that's why he says what he says. That's why. Abby knows though, she saved $1. Andrew knows he saved $1. Dave means well. He's super smart. I turned to Dave for a ton of advice on reselling, by the way. And that's over the years too. He's taught me a ton. If I could, yeah. I mean, he's somebody that I turn to about not just reselling advice, but business advice on merch. I've talked to him about coffee, t-shirts, all this stuff. He's super smart. He's just not refined enough about that one thing, about the cubic rate. And you can tell him that too. I gotta go put this outside. Technically, you've used that box in a bag rate, by the way, Andrew. You might already know this, but technically, you're not supposed to tape it all down so it looks like a box. You're supposed to just leave it so it's a bag, if that makes sense. So when I taped that, I didn't like tape the sides closed. I don't think they'll probably nail you for that a lot of times, but you know, you get one USPS employee that's in a bad mood, but technically you're not supposed to tape it so that the box in a bag, it's not supposed to look like a box, if that makes sense. Dave is great. Between you teaching me how to bulk delist and relist and him teaching me business. There you go. I don't want to use the bag rate. Gotcha. All right, just do it. Yep, you got it. I just wanted to put that out there. I figured you were doing it right, but just want to make sure that others knew that. Advice from Dave equals David. Wine Creek Boutique David, sorry. Excuse me. Most people, this guy, Wine Creek Boutique David. All right, I'm signing off, y'all. I got to go watch the CEO of Unilever's live. I got to see if he's got to be thanking people for soaps. Big thanks to Amy, if you're still in the chat. Thank you so much, Amy, for coming on, letting us kind of walk you through, give you advice. You let us choose your giveaways. That was fun. We got a preview of your first show. We're really excited about that. So thanks for coming on the show and bringing the little tyke on too. What was the little tyke's name? What was her name? Maddie? Was it Maddie? Thanks for bringing Maddie on the show too. It's good to meet Maddie. And thanks, Carol Ann, for being in the chat. Thanks for those soaps, Carol Ann from Carol Ann's Creations. We got a couple entrepreneurs in the house today. Thank you for these soaps. I'm really excited about trying them out. I swear I'll shower sometime soon. She's still here in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks everyone for supporting Amy. Thanks for supporting. Who else did we get people to go and support their whatnot show? We got what was it? I forget her name. Fireball Flippers. I don't know if you're still watching Fireball. Thanks for coming in and telling us about your first show. Thanks for supporting that. And if you haven't followed Amy, Thrifting Amy, we've talked about this a million times, but we're going to pump her up because we gave her feedback and she implemented it. If you're not following Thrifty Amy on Whatnot, go ahead and follow Thrifty Amy and bookmark that first show. She's got 35 bookmarks right now. It's so important to get those bookmarks. She's up to 37 right now. Thanks, y'all. She's got 42 followers, 37 bookmarks. Freaking cool. And by the way, how cool is this community too? Because I just mentioned that we pumped up Fireball Flippers show, and Fireball Flippers, I can tell because it says mutual friend. So I can tell Fireball Flippers went over there and followed and bookmarked Thrifty's show too. So that's pretty cool to see them supporting each other. I got to go to that live from Unilever. I got to see if he's thanking people for their soap purchases like we do. Thanks everybody who supported this little business, whether you bought coffee, you've bought shirts, or you've hung out in these lives. I appreciate it so much. I have so much fun. You make my day better. I'm going to go thrifting. How about that? I'm going to get a snack first and have another cup of coffee. Peace. Thank you so much for the armor gift. That one's really crazy. Thank you, 929.